Good evening, good afternoon. I go on KD, big up yourself. Christina in the building. Keys, big up yourself. I want to say welcome to Hot Topic Sundays. Each and every Sunday we're here live 2:30 p.m. 2:30 p.m. until 4:30. Today I'll be joined live on the screen. Live on Hot Topic we'll be having the man himself outside of Toronto, outside of Montreal also. He goes by the name Thunder. You know the royalty sound boss, royalty sound owner. He'll be here with us, share his journey, his story. Stay locked, don't move. Go and share the live, make your friend know we're up and running. We're ready to go. Have a pleasant Sunday evening to each and everyone. Well, up to our people that checking in from the United States of America. Wagwan, Carlin, Brian, friend, everything good. Well, up to our people out there in the Caribbean. Well, up to our Jamaicans, my Bajans, my St. Lucians. Well, up to all the people from over there in St. Vincent. Joe may say. Haha, yeah, that remix. Welcome to the Hot Topic Show. We're live each and every Sunday. Rock with me, ride with me. You are the bad instrumental enough. What's going on out there on your side of the world? Everybody good? Everybody all right? Open and keep safe for now. It's all about each and every Sunday. It's all about Hot Topic. Make sure you check in and share the live. Pick up to my rich friend them in the building. Miss Spring, you want to go on? Pick up the whole length. Family. You hear me? I say, Tashi, where you deal? Pick up yourself for the rich boss in the building. Big up to all who've been supporting, who've been sharing the live. Big up to all the people that who comment. Big up to all the people that who put a like on the screen. You see me, I say, oh, go on, Aisha, everything good? Oh, you mean? Big up the General Kate for the check-in, you know. I want enough love, my Jenna. Big up the whole family, you see it. Big up to all who've been supporting. I don't know the whole of the platform, them. They could turn the sound platform, them. Lock and Key Entertainment platform, them. I want to big up the whole of yourself, you know. Big up to all the people who've been supporting. Welcome to Sound Clash. You know, the maddest, the craziest Sound Clash series ever. You know, well put together, well organized. Presented by Lock and Key. Little Thunder Sound. Each and every Saturday. You don't know where the series running. Right now, last night was the final. So you don't know the first series has ended. I want to say big up and congrats to two sound that make it to the finals, you know. And big up Gangsta Shock Sound, White Lion and the crew and they spot them there. Pittsburgh. I want big up to the winner. I say Twin Tower Sound. I don't know, big up Jinx and the whole crew. Congrats on the win. They walk with a big trophy, people. And you know, 1,000 US cash. Also, the runner-up in the clash also walked away with 300 US cash. Big up to the people, them too. Congrats to the people, them on the live. About 4 people win some money last night on the live. So you don't know how big things go on for the final. So I want to say all of the sound them out there who interested in Welcome to Sound Clash, just keep on sending in your requests, alright? So go and send in your requests or your information. Lock and Key Entertainment. You can send it inbox to Welcome to Sound Clash. I don't know the page is live on Facebook. Also on YouTube. Also on Twitch. So just send your information on to Welcome to Sound Clash and you might just be picked for the second series. Big up Selector Link and the check here now. Selector Link, big up yourself, the whole Creation family. Come and say. I got things going over there so a while ago anyway. Yeah, but you know next season Welcome to Sound Clash are gonna be even crazier, you know. As we say once more, big up to the team. Lock and Key Entertainment, Little Thunder Sound. Congrats to the sounds them. You know, congrats and big up to the 8 sound them who participate in the first series. You don't know the man them test the water, not knowing exactly what it's gonna be like. You don't know but the word them forward and them give them full strength and them full support. And you know the season was a success. Also because of you people who've been watching and supporting. So give enough respect and enough thanks to you guys, alright? Also big up to all of the sound them out there where do them thing, you know. Go and keep the culture alive online, you know. Giving the people them entertainment. Big up on the damn self, you know. A special big up to all the Canada sound them. That's been out there doing them thing. Any which part in Canada today. Toronto, the whole of Toronto sound them big up. Montreal, the whole of Montreal sound them big up. Calgary, Edmonton. Ottawa, big up the whole of Ottawa sound them same way. Yeah man, any which part in Canada the sound them, they big up on themselves, you know. And I big up to all of the Caribbean sound them also. We are putting the works and I go and keep the culture alive. You see it? Enough love, enough respect to you all. I big up to the artists that we are be lenient right now. I go and help push the culture to, you know. And I ease up on some of the price them and them things because you don't know the thing rough right now. And the sound them I go and help keep the culture alive, so you have to go and assist them same way. So big up the artists them when you know say how them take the thing serious. And them I go and help out same way, you know. People don't remember today we'll be live with the royalty sound boss, the man himself. You don't know I'll be giving him the platform. You know me I monitor the thing, asking the questions. But as usual, we allow people to talk their mind and tell them own story, you see me? So today, with no exception, we'll be hearing from the man himself, royalty sound boss. You don't know Thunder. He'll be giving us his journey, his story. Don't go nowhere, alright? I'm gonna play 2 songs for you before we start. You know, royalty, big sound are rolling, you know. And anything can happen with Thunder rolling. So me might have some song we want to drop on some people too. And you know, we don't restrict nothing around here, cause we go on this. I'm a back active big, I'm a back broad. We go on the cell phone, you know the thing. Sundays, each and every Sunday, you know I have to the vibes there. Big up everybody we are checking, you know.
Never strap up and never left the iron. That's why we send them to Mount Zion. Never in a carry, never in a mayan. But make them know is a terabyte of the plate in a my laptop. If them know what could fit them and them.
We got the bad sound them out there, you know.
Well prepared
for tonight is a sound man thing. You don't know royalty will be in the building. Royalty sound boss himself.
Our season. Let me say, boy, you are gonna get a beating. Big sound and give them the plate for them feeding. And tell them in a sound clash.
We up to the sound and we are keep it real for the culture.
We send them to Mount Zion.
Put out them fake song thing there.
For left it up them in the car.
So me say,
send them to Mount Zion. Any sound whatever this the champion sound them off it dead. Oh, tell them if I war say we ready. Never shake with the matic yet we ever steady. Under the general of Mr. Ever Ready Freddy. Them no plate yeah it ever heavy. One them again. Sound clash are waiting. If I custom up them walk then but that said not ready for sing. I in a rubber dub Freddie McGregor had the king. So right now listen now the singer. Alright them singer. Send them straight.
Holy
how we are with up them always far. We never left them in a car. So if them this are straight. Well from a one my soul never walk left the iron. Go tell them anybody violate me sound. I go dead. Never place like up my real the plate. We busting at them head. About that then a Freddie McGregor. When them here we name the liquor sound. We start to shiver. Big man, strong like a lion in the jungle with me iron. Some of them body in a mouth, but my body stay in the iron. It's me right now, you're not gonna live another second. My name is Bada General. I am the illest. Call me if you want sound for dead, and we will kill it. So you want to know what's a dub, right? So listen carefully.
Let you big up yourself for now.
A dub plate is a song with your name in it.
We're going to talk to royalty about all of them things.
Get fame with it. You might hear some other people with the same lyrics, but everybody always know.
But boss international for the check-in.
You can cuss.
Where did rap everything good?
You know them style what only you alone can play. If you're smart, you write the lyrics and bring it to the DJ. So you're sure, say that the lyrics there can't stray. Yo, that's the meaning of a dub dog. To the culture, but that show love dog. Hey. Sound system defines what is dancehall.
Yeah man, welcome.
The culture right, we can't stop.
Hot Topic Sunday, each and every Sundays.
You have some fake dubs though.
Tonight we're going to talk to royalty sound boss.
A waste dub though.
You know, big play in the game.
No special.
Doing this thing.
Don't know.
Bad sound out there. Royalty sound.
And we are down low. Down there, sir. If you can't afford dub plate, just leave it. Dubs is not for broke pocket sound.
But I'm going to talk to royalty about them thing, yeah.
Play what your dollars can afford. The real ones, them don't know the code. Yo, that's the meaning of a dub dog. To the culture, but that show love dog. Sound system defines what is dancehall. And if you keep the culture right,
they come on man down to the sound man them.
Remember, commandment of sound. 10 of them, that me want to remember. And get my style straight for no agenda. A bad general, I teach the rookies. First thing, commandment 1. Sound boy, you know for playing a splice song. If you play a fake, automatically
he's a dead man.
Splice dub plate in a clash not supposed to happen. And if you play a splice, your sound deserve a coffin. Commandment second, every sound for know that. If a man play a song already, dog, don't play it back. But can't believe when so much song they in the business. When I play back song, I play already. Like say them no business. Commandment 3. Maybe the worst one around. No sound man, no for tell promoter, no for book another man sound. Some of them boy are in a sound business, you know. Them brutal. I carry feelings for man like some 15-year-old schoolgirl. Commandment 4 is a simple thing. If you never get a crown yet, don't call yourself a king. I'm tired for see king that sound and king this sound over Facebook. And them never in a clash yet. My youth, that's the...
I talk to royalty this evening, a big sound money in the game.
No need for talk about. No son when them at let them pick up them laptop and them walk out. Dog. You walk out of the clash before it done. I true you don't have no shot, you just a walk with a big empty gun. Commandment 6 is a thing we need for teach. Stop call yourself a bad MC when you don't have no speech. Dog.
Can't go promotion of the building.
With music.
Where are the brother be?
Why you talk about a batty business in a music?
Sure.
Commandment 7. Something when me hate. Enough boy round sound in a tight pants, me know no straight. If you don't know about dub plate and sound system business,
yeah, no boy, general has been saying.
Sound man something.
Today I talk to a real sound man of the business. So I play some sound man song.
Come
set the order straight.
So, 10 of them, that me want to remember.
I want to jump and sound them for listening one ya.
A bad general I teach the rookies. First thing. Commandment 1. Sound boy, you know for playing a splice song. If you play a fake, automatically use a dead man. Splice dub plate in a clash not supposed to happen. And if you play a splice, your sound deserve a coffin. Sure. Commandment 2. Every sound for know that. If a man play a song already, dog, don't play it back. I can't believe when so much song they in the business. When I play back song, I play already. Like say them no business. Commandment 3. Maybe the worst one around. No sound man, no for tell promoter, no for book another man sound. Some of them boy are in a sound business, you know. Them brutal. I carry feelings for man like some 15-year-old schoolgirl. Commandment 4 is a simple thing. If you never get a crown yet, don't call yourself a king. I'm tired for see king that sound and king this sound over Facebook. And them never in a clash yet. My youth, that's not a good look. Commandment 5 is a thing we need for talk about. No son when them let them pick up them laptop and them walk out. Dog. You walk out of the clash before it done. I true you don't have no shot, you just a walk with a big empty gun. Commandment 6 is a thing we need for teach. Stop call yourself a bad MC when you don't have no speech. Dog, stop batty up with music. Everything why you talk about a batty business in a music. Commandment 7. So
hot topic this evening.
Enough boy round sound in a tight pants.
You don't know royalty sound boss in the building.
You see them, you will know them.
So we're going to talk about dancehall.
Forward from.
We're going to talk about sound business.
See, I grow them.
We're going to talk about sound clash.
Sound clash.
We're going to talk about dub plate.
From you know straight, you forward in
that plate, you know straight.
Your wing. Commandment 8 for the internet bad sound them. What make on a name dog? I like how people know them. But when the place clear up and clash start keep again. Make some big sound know see a real money who not spend. Yo, Commandment 9. And trust me, I'm not going to chastise. I'm not like the sound a shared dub like them a franchise. Bag of McDonald and KFC sound. God know to me, you know, look like a clown. Commandment 10. I want to listen.
When you know about one royalty sound, not the business.
Dub plate, just pen where you have, my friend. Enough boy have big dub plate and dead in the first round. That mean, and a big dub plate, make your sound be a big sound. You have to have a bad selector around it. Or else, every sound in the world like a clown it. But if you listen to the commandments, you can't go wrong. Just remember about that tell you, I'm here the real done. I'm for the sound man on the on Facebook and attack up with a bag of big dub in your garage. For park up. Loud the business, dog.
See that?
Don't be there for put that funny, dog. Yeah.
Welcome to Sound Clash. I mean, Clash was mad. I mean, like, you don't know what today. With the hot topic, and we're going to talk to the boss himself. You see me, I say? Royalty Sound Boss in the building with us this evening to tell us, you know, a little bit about his journey, his story. So right now, I want to bring on royalty on the thing. Because you see nowadays, some boy I move away, shaky car them. Bring on royalty there. Let me talk to the boss.
Yeah.
What go on, Thunder? Everything.
Salud.
What's your
Salud. Yeah.
What you say?
But there, you know. Big up everybody, you know. You see? Yeah, loud and proud. Yeah, man. I forget some clash, you know.
Welcome, you know, welcome.
Everybody on the live. I can't see the comment them, you know. You
Yeah.
see it? Fine, little, they just a pop up one. But yeah, man, big up everybody on the live, you know.
You need a
They are in
second.
full of need a second phone, you know, you see it, but they are same way, you see it.
Yeah. Big up yourself for the thunder and like everybody else, more and thank you for accepting our invite to be here and talk with us, brother. Thank you for taking the time out of your Sunday evening, a busy man like you, for come sit down with us and reason with the people. Them. On behalf of the fans, we appreciate your time and your effort, brother. Respect, manners.
Here what? Here we start it. Just a moment of silence, and I could just say a prayer to life. Because right now in the world, we don't see what I go on. So we have to give thanks to what out there right now. I
Real.
endorse music and have life. You see me? So a moment of silence. Then. All right. Give thanks to life, everybody. But there.
Yeah, man, respect. So what go on? How the Sunday evening set on your side of early?
Well, you know, say, to make a cheers to everybody right now on the
And I'm
live.
not even a
Yeah.
fancy cup though. But cheers.
The Sunday nice. The Sunday nice, the weather nice. You know, more up on the road, you don't know. Drop top there, you know?
You
Yeah.
know, drop top. Yeah.
what me say, yo, hot topic, you see it?
Yeah, me
And if
man, cause
another clip of the, because me have to do some work on the sound still, you know. When the weather get nice, you don't know, say, sound I forget, you know, clean up and
yep. Yeah.
maintain. You know, enough of them don't know
Fresh
about
up.
that, but yeah, man.
Fresh up. Fresh up thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, we respect the time where they take out for spend with the fans them, me I say, cause a lot of people, still want to hear your story, me I say, so give you respect for taking the time out for come share with us this evening. So let's start by you telling us a little bit about the younger Thunder, I say, like ODI, the forward years.
All right. The younger Thunder now. Boy, let me tell you this. As far as music go,
Mm.
see, the first time I interact with music, right, was round a place what them call Countersy. You know Countersy band?
No, I'm not familiar with.
All right. Well, they are. You can look them up.
Yeah.
Let me just put this for the record. I am from a bloodline of musicians. So anything, basically, a family that is in the music. My
Yeah.
bloodline is in the music because my auntie them was the dancer them for Countersy band. Zine.
Okay.
After that show, you go look them up here, you will know some real history. Because enough of the big artists, them, especially the Rasta artists, them, and that's so them start from. You see me? Because
Mm.
it was like kind of like a 12 tribe where the bingy them go and beat the drum them and thing. You see me?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So it's like me, as a youth, me used to go around there, like me used to leave from round there, like from round a my yard in a Rockfort there. Zin, and my parents used to can't find me and me round a Countersy with
Mm-hmm.
the Rasta them. And I hear the drum them a beat. But me and my friend them, me tell you, me and my friend them, they see the bingy them used to want bamboo, right? Them used to
Mm-hmm.
want bamboo for build them chalice. And them little Rasta things them. You
Yeah.
see me?
Craft.
So we as little youth them now, the little what you could call a little rebellion youth, them little bad youth them in the community
Mm.
where love smoke hide and smoke ganja and them something there. So them say, here what we are gonna do. Here what we are gonna do. Since always they round here now, pre the music or everything. We are gonna build a little zinc, you know them little like a little hut, zinc make out a zinc, zinc round at the back for hide out and smoke a weed and thing and them say here one. We don't have to go try to do a record for at the bamboo and get some bamboo and bring down for weed. You see me? Because
Yeah.
you can't they run all of them ganja smoke and little boy and them something. You see? At the same time, but them know say no matter what them can't get rid of it. You see?
Yeah.
So
See it.
so them time they know me always I listen to the instrumental and the drums and I just love it. And one time the first artist was Luciana,
Yeah.
right? Him see where I run around them, me and my brethren them and say, yo, gonna come here. And this is the first artist that went in his pocket and said, yo,
See
see,
I'm on.
I'm money, I wanna go buy some box juice. And I swear, me did so happy. Cause me did
Yeah.
really want me said thirst, did a big good. You
Yeah.
see?
So what
Yeah man.
about what age range that was?
That was around I was about say seven,
7-ish.
8. Yeah.
Mhm.
Then now where I actually took part of as I always been around, as I said, music. Father, uncle, mother, auntie, cousin, always always in my yard. Zine always around that. So here we now. So now Footer, my cousin,
Yeah.
right? Footer ranks. Him did I work for us. So this is the first time I actually got in trouble and sneak away for go deal with sound business. Zine, and I was about 9, 10,
Mm-hmm.
around them age there. My journey is very so it's hard for really cause
Yeah.
trust me, my journey
It's
people
at
will
the
know
sound.
me know. Yeah man. So here the thing now. Footer did I work on a sound named Black Prince out of East. Zine. So me used to always see him coming at the yard with the shirt, right? Black Prince and
Mm-hmm.
Chuck and and then gone and who know Black Prince sound know say that sound they have a crowd. We follow
Yeah.
them
Yeah.
all over Jamaica.
Mad.
So me know one day me say fuck that. Yo, me no business. No business
Yeah.
where my father want say here when me I do. You see when foot gone, me, and me that I follow him. I say all what him a tell me go back at the yard. No, me nah go back on the yard. No, here one now. Me end up me think say I want dance. Me think say I want dance. Me go jump on the truck now. We gone must is about 4 different parish.
Mm-hmm.
2 days. God, my father don't know which part me there. Zane, him don't know which part me there. Me there on sound
Senior
truck.
one.
I lift box. That was my job. I lift box. Sound box. Zane, all right. That was my first interaction with sound. And from there, so when me reach back on my yard, Zane, I gonna tell
Yeah.
you what. You see this? Let me show you. You see this? You see that same truck there?
Mm-hmm.
run up in the truck and bust up the whole of my forehead, you know. Don't know about the truck, you know. Stop me, you know. I take hype on the truck. Crowdy, you know.
Yeah.
You see me? So when me reach back on my yard, bro. Yo, when my father done, yo, him say, you see them conk there where you get? Cause my father a Rasta, you know, him not really beat or nothing, you know. He will just conquer, but them hot. Them hot. So my father say, here what, you see them conk there now? Them conk there have to make sure say you have sense in your brains when you have to deal with music. And my father is a 12 tribe in the music from long time, you know. So him know the steps, you know. So him say, yo, here what, you can't do your thing so, cause you know how much we are worried, we are look all about for you. And can't find, you know, them time the phone no exists. You see me?
Yeah.
So now from that him say, yo, here what? Are your cousin you roll with? That's not nothing. Are your bigger cousin you roll with? Go on do what you do. Alright. But here what, you see thing, I'm not go afraid for hide and talk. Are two things where as a youth were I was very attracted to. Music and badness. Me not afraid for talk because I'm a changed person today. You understand? And I actually show people enough youth in the garrison say you can actually change. You understand? Because if you watch enough of them, if you watch every done and everything, what the outcome is, them all make billions and billions and get greedy and you see me? And still downfall. So we know how to change our life to the better, but we can say as a youth, there was two things that I was very attracted to: badness and music. So it kinda, and you know those two things don't mix. So you see, within this is what I'm saying, within them time they know, right? Within them time they know. Me kinda did I always their own, like in the community. As a youth, as I said, I was always like that rebellion, like always want their own, the bigger youth, them, the bad man, them and everything, and you know, boom. So I always when me in my community, me always so me kinda did stray from the sound thing from Black Prince sound, right? Anyways, though, now let me tell you, my grandmother, Zaid said for me now, Zaid, because circle.
Remember your grandmother. Remember that for me, please. But before you get to that, I want to ask you. All right, we talk about you hopping on the truck at 10 and them age, but in reality, then, and you say you were interested in two things growing up: badness and music. Right? But when did you say you get interested in the music itself? Because me know say maybe it's as you say you're born on the music, but when you find out say when you start growing the Rasta man and this, when you find out say I'm interested in the music.
Okay, in Montreal.
Oh, so it was after all of them days.
As I said, I was always attracted to music, but I couldn't decide because I was so young. I couldn't decide. You see me? So, but when I reached to Montreal as a youth, Zane,
all right.
I can't. Zane, I can't. Remember, say I'm not a genius here to recall everything on
for real
and P's and Q's, but when I reach up to Montreal now.
But just before you reach Montreal, I really want to get to the Reach Montreal part because we don't want to go back after that. All right, maybe you mention your father back in a yard, maybe you mention your uncle. Big up Footer, you don't know General. And yeah, you mentioned your mom also. All right. So back then when you did that, take with yourself as a youth and run around the truck, who would you say raised you then?
Who?
Who
Boy,
raised you?
all right,
Who you
let me tell
say?
you. All right, if you know, you hear what me say, as a youth, I
Mm.
always been that rebellion type of youth. So everybody raised me in the community. Like when me talk about everybody, me have about 12 mother.
Yeah.
Then,
Everybody.
me have one father and about 12 mother. Then,
See,
me have about a thousand cousin. You
see
see
when
me?
you grew up
So,
like that,
so
you just the community
like
and
that.
yes,
You see
yes.
me? But at the end of the day, at the end of the day,
Mm.
me have, all right, me have my stepmother too, cause my father, that's why you think me can have 5 wives today. So the father, so the son. You think a joke thing, you think I'm a blood you see that
What you,
Rasta
what you,
is not
what
normal.
you say about that?
So me have my mother, me have my stepmother, me have the next mother and the next you see me?
So, so when you say your grandmother send for you now after about what age that now? Let's say grandma send for you now and things that got transition right yes or no about if you can recall about what age did they reach them time?
About say 14, 15, 14, 15 around them time there,
See,
right?
yeah,
Um yeah, around 14, 15. Yeah man. Zin
yeah.
at those times is because it was very I can't see the comments them.
Yeah, somebody just a comment said this is going to be interesting. I mean, no, say the 5 wife part, them probably just are here, but when I get to that, anyways.
Go I have enough time. But yeah, you see? So as I said, because of circumstances,
Yeah,
my grandmother said no, he must be forward. I'm too young and you understand, give
yeah,
thanks to
yeah,
mama.
yeah.
Zin,
The part where the eye look like him, I go down. Grandma said no.
Zin, yeah. All right. So now when me forward up you know, you see everybody know German, right? German sound. That is original Montreal sound.
Yeah.
Zin and Prince Patrick, which is my uncle, right? And then
Mm.
King Levi sound,
Big up King
right?
Lee.
All right. And my uncle, every West Indian person have an uncle will
Mm.
always have that baga wire, baga something sound was string up in
Yeah,
them
yeah.
room, right? So
Yeah.
that was my uncle Taxman. No,
Okay.
see, up to all time still depend on something there. It still have
Okay,
from before me born to blood. I don't know how them do it in the old school. Yo,
and a
Chris,
bag of wire.
I have wire. Yo, trust me. Then, so, so the sound set up, and I lived with my grandmother, and
Yeah.
he lived there too. So the sound set string up was always there. Cause they used to
Always.
always have gala going in the room and sound. So me as a youth now, me want in there too. Me want in there too. Me want to learn sound. I want to learn how to deal with the girls. They got me severe girls and go in the room. You see?
What about that? Say uncle let you in the room. Huh?
Eh?
So your uncle let you in the room
Oh,
when he come.
so what him for do? And two girls are going in the room same time. What him for do? Me at 14. Him not make me stay in the room, but he make me see girl wind up in the room when
Okay. So
sound a beat.
okay, yeah, see.
See? I mean, I want level and all these things. See? And you know, my cousin Super Dave, DJ, and all these things. Right? So, as I back to what you with the where you say where it start though.
Yeah.
And then why I say Jaman and like my uncle Apadan, right? Because 12 Tribe was up here, and me and few of my younger cousins, we were a part of 12 Tribe as youth. And Apadan was one of the main singers in there, right? So we as youth now, me as a youth, we used to go 12 Tribe and everything. When I used to see my uncle singing up there and the whole vibes and the rhythm and everything and how is a dance and everything, I say, yo, me want do this, me want DJ too and sing too and boom. So now my other uncle, which is Raymond Cherry Lip, everybody know that Jakarta and the Termination band,
Yeah. Yeah.
he was the original drummer,
Okay.
which is my mother's brother,
Okay.
Cherry Lip, right?
Yeah.
So every time they had a practice,
Yeah.
Zine, I had to be there. Big up Omar. Parkinson was the basic. That Omar father. He was the basic. And me as a youth and Omar as a youth, we used to every practice set up. I go on like say we are play too in the band and that's when I'm like, no man, music, there's something different with music. And then it just continued from there. And then it led on to me starting to DJ. I started to DJ because my cousin Super Dave now used to teach me. And he got crowned as Montreal fastest DJ, like Lieutenant Stitchy. Zine, I him, and I'll never forget the first lyrics he gave me. Kick up the sack, kick up rumpus. Kick up the sack, kick up rumpus. I just sing, dust. Yeah. Up to now, me I sing it still on my bridge them. I say, yo, Thunder, you know, leg on that song there.
Right, first song.
First song. Kick up the sack, kick up rumpus. Yo, cause I feel silent. You see me?
I don't want to rush the thing, but so you wait for to put out a song. Cause if you have the talent and everybody have put out a song, like there's like as me always tell people that the pie is big and there's a slice to everybody. Why you not do a song?
Because royalty and I am basically way ahead of where I'm supposed to. And we're gonna within the interview, I'm sure you have more questions, and we're gonna get into that because it all boils down to why I built Royalty Sound. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
I don't want to hasten and ask you. That's why I don't want to hasten the interview because that might just be something you want to talk about later. But just because we hear you do the little piece and it's been from a long time and long time. And there was a
time.
Yeah.
You know, but you see the thing too is that.
All right. So okay, go ahead.
There was a thing. Let me tell you too. You see, this is when you know music really controls you. It's cool, and this is word of a bond.
Okay, on your records, big up with them. I know your style, man. I know you're gonna deal with it.
Deal with what?
When I say don't worry about the song, you know, we do that. We know about it, man. Don't worry. Go on,
Yeah,
talk.
man, yeah, man. Kill all the records, you don't
Yeah, yeah,
know.
big up
One
yourself.
network. Big up yourself, my brother, brother.
Big up yourself.
You see me? But here one now. I made the school system in a Montreal create something with music where I was the
Mm,
only right
mm,
person in a class as a youth
mm-hmm,
that could have the big cassette box with
mm-hmm.
the headphone, right? To keep me calm.
Okay, okay, okay. I get you.
They allow music to keep me calm
Yeah,
and do my work and pass
yeah,
the test.
yeah.
So music always been within me, it's not on me. And that's how enough of them got. That's why royalty reached so far ahead of its time because a lot thought it was just the external they're looking at,
Mm.
feeling like that's what it's about because the external.
If if I should sum up you as a person, Thunder, you know, from as you would say your history to where you are now, and you just mentioned a while ago, even in school, them allow you to listen to your music and play a cassette them and you have on your headphone, which is not allowed in I mean for students really. But if we could sum it up, would I say like from my point of view, and you're saying it too, because but you're saying it in many more words, but music is what center you, bro. Music is what changed your life. Music is your center.
In full force because not only in every, like you see, some people only got to experience music
Mm-hmm.
in one or two or three or four different ways. I
Mm-hmm.
got to experience music through, for example, being locked down
Yeah.
for over 2 years,
And just have
and
that.
and the only thing and you see, this is when you know you love music because some people is in the music and they only listen to like reggae music and think, yo, I listen to rock and roll,
Mm-hmm.
I listen to heavy metal,
Yeah.
I listen to all type of music because in every genre of music,
Mm-hmm.
there's always a good song.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's times I would just want to listen to like, how would you say, like some depressing songs. I would like to listen to some cheerful songs sometimes. So I've been in situations, in all different type of situations where I tested music and it
Yeah.
never failed me.
Yeah, seeing.
That's why when I repent with music, and
Yeah.
I can be here today on this live behind my sound, red and gold. It's not just the color, red for the blood we shed for the goal we accomplish. That's why my sound is red and gold. You know what I
See.
mean?
Yeah.
So when you could be like, you know what? I've been a long way. It's time to change life. What do I really love? What will I sacrifice? That sacrifice for me too during hard times because we've been enough man been through situations where back is against the wall and
Mm-hmm.
there's no one there for you but the Almighty One
Mm-hmm.
and music.
Mm-hmm.
And all who never tried it, anytime you're in a situation, right? If you're in a
Mm-hmm.
depression situation, don't put on a depression song. Don't put on a turn up song. A turn up song and say what happened after.
For real. You know what I say? You know what I say? You know what?
So
Thunder.
that's why I take this thing so passionate, and a lot of people misinterpret my passionate for ignorancy. They think
All
that
right.
you know,
You're being true to yourself, and from your line of reasoning and from your story so far, when I reach the journey yet, what we're in your story, I can realize that music means something more to you than the average person. You understand? And and I can say, because of what music have done for you throughout your life, I think you have decided to take a different part in your life, and you choose the thing where you think has helped you most in life, and the thing that, as me say, center you in life, and you're pursuing it, and you're pursuing it from one angle that people see, in which is the sound angle, but there are many more angles that you're pursuing music from, and there are many more people you
right?
have around you doing music. Um, you're being
Hold
true
on,
to yourself, as me say.
hold,
Hold
hold,
on, now. Hold on, now.
oh,
But you think, say, the
yeah.
people, because some people, I don't think a lot of people out there understand, because some people think that you're probably going too hard, are you acting like you're too much, or you think, like they would always say, what you're doing at the business and what you deserve, and
Okay.
you don't want to jump the thing, but you think that the people not getting you from the point you're coming from.
You know, a lot of people is not getting me. You know why?
Why?
Is because I'm not in the city that knows my history. So
Okay.
I understand them. That's why a lot of sounds would think that I just started music from with royalty. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I leave them to think like that because it's an advantage for me.
Uh-huh.
Because if you know that you are not from this era, and they could think that you're from this era,
Hmm.
that, you know, I'm my only competition. That's why I build my sound to
Yeah.
be my only to be my competition, and change from a different, and see what I can do different with not having certain things. But you see, the thing is that, and the next thing is that I went through the stage of where it was two in one:
Hmm.
badness
Hmm.
and sound.
And sound.
Uno
Yeah.
know that. Montreal know that. And it was very rough for me till I had to put down sound, because I couldn't take being around. I remember being around sound, and I have to strap, and I fight war, and I play
Yeah.
music, and you know. And when we talk about things, is because I already did the time, we already did the crime, we changed our life, and
You
this is
know,
about
you know
telling
better now.
people where it was the past. Don't mix the past with the future.
And
Now I build my now, hold on. Now I build my sound
mhm.
without being a part of that life no more.
This is
So
showing
there's
the youth.
a big difference,
This is showing the youth that you can.
because because every garrison,
Yeah.
every garrison youth
Yeah.
knows that one thing: Thunder love music, because from in the trap house, I used to be Bunty Killer,
Hmm.
Andrew B, rest in peace, used to
Hmm.
be Beanie Man, and we used to DJ and clash. Everybody know Sound Clash. We used to play mixtapes, the
Yo,
cassette them.
I don't want it
I
pass, and
think
because these are moments that I want to highlight, because right here you're showing the youths them that, yo, me a youth were used to out there and used to even love the badness, involve
that's
in the
what
badness, do the badness.
that's
But you see what the badness bring, and then you see what the badness do to even other people, and then you say, yo, I love music too, And right now, what music do for me? Badness now do. Music center me. Music give me a joy. Music make me feel like I have a purpose more than a badness. And you choose music over badness because it's a better part. No, you can
John,
live easy, you can live free. Like an
why you feel like, say, when me send me a prophet? Some people think say a joke when me send me a prophet. You can't be a prophet if you're not told you're a prophet. You see, behind the scenes, what people don't know is that every garrison, they all look, because they know what I've been through, and they know. And when they see that, okay, there's a change. And I actually explained to them, right?
Yeah.
And these are reasons why it goes back to South Africa. Why I brought 11 of the youth them were out there. See? And my exact words to them was, can you travel? Make sure if you don't have a passport, get one. Hear what? You see, through the sake of music and changing your life,
Yeah.
me changing my life and everything, let me show you what we can do. We're going to South Africa.
Tell us about South
Take
Africa.
a music.
You already dropped
Take
it
a
in. The people now go understand what you're talking about unless you explain it. Because you say you tell the youth them and you make sure them have passport. But that is kind of, somebody like me will understand what you're talking about. But the average person listening to the interview now gonna know what you're talking about. And we're not.
Okay.
As I said, we invite you over here. I'm gonna tell you, so my platform is your platform. Tell your story. I might be jumping over some stuff, but it's okay. We are good on the path, and we still all get the journey in. You understand? Because
no, you see when you're a changed person, you can talk about things, right? And why I mentioned that is because we were talking about explaining to the youths of changing. You could tell them. You could tell them this is what our elders used to do. Just tell us, but there's no action and no picture painted for us there to show them. So my point of bringing South Africa up was I actually tell them and show them the picture.
And that was what?
Because it wasn't only South Africa, it was Germany too. You understand? So it's bigger and deeper. When you hear me say something, don't feel like it's just, oh, I brought them there. No, it all comes back to anything that I do or royalty does.
Yeah.
There's always, and you know, I always preach that from day one. There's always a bigger picture to it. If it don't make sense, see, money is not wealth. Money is not wealth. Is what you have inside is wealth. Make it. Don't make it make you. So when you could show the youth them, say, yo, it inspired them. Why you think that there's so much youth that been around me that's in the studio right now, that has things going on in the music? Yeah, but some get a youth right now where all a bill sound when we're soon forward out. Because they say, yo, Thunder, I love what you're doing. I love what you're doing.
Thunder.
Yeah, man.
You know what you probably need on your team? You need a PR person. I think probably what's not working is you telling your own story. Because most of your story is told by you. And
hear me. I have a PR. That's why I say when royalty everything I do makes sense. Everything that I have done since the beginning has been documented. Certain things I don't put out. A lot of people feel like, oh, because they see me on Facebook and stuff like that. Yo, I ain't dumb to this. Because at the same time, I'm a sound owner and I'm also a part of my sound and I'm also a face of my sound. So I have to have, just like how I say, with my woman them, I have to have different personality. So with this sound business, I have to have certain personality because I don't just sit back and play just a boss role and say, yo, Ray. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's why
I think one of the things that would probably, because I can sit here in front of you and tell you, I think you're doing great, and I see your intentions. I see where you're trying to do. You know, understand? I see where you're trying to head with the thing, but I think you need a genuine team that's putting out your publicity and showing what you're doing instead of them hearing it from you, which is it's been like that for a long time, and a lot of people are questioning it. It just have a real as a friend, you understand? So you need that. that thing behind it that's putting the things out there so people can actually see what you're doing instead of you tooting your own horn in a sense, you know,
Okay.
all the time.
Okay. Everything that I do now, let me explain you this now. Everybody knows that, as I said, I am also the face of the sound because
Yes.
even when I have selectors,
Yes.
they don't really you everybody knows that I'm the face of the sound. I'm the one on Facebook. So there's not one event or something that royalty has not posted, me in airport, me going there, me going there. If you're following royalty, you would
Yeah.
have seen all of that. But the thing is that when you're I expected, remember, my sound is just turned 9 years.
Yes.
Okay?
Big up on the anniversary there. Good look.
Yes. Okay? Now, General Frost, you have to understand that when you're creating a history,
Yeah.
when you're making a documentary, like right now, if I was to drop royalty, it's gonna drop soon. If I was to drop royalties documentary, people's gonna want to see that from royalties birth, full video and everything from South Africa, go right back to, like, you know what I mean, from the creation of royalty, right? So now you got to understand, say, when you're not, I wasn't expecting to reach so far. I didn't expect to win so much wars. I didn't expect to get booked so many places in the different parts of the world. You understand? So soon. And at the same time, you got to remember that I'm building my sound.
Yeah.
I'm building my dub box.
Yeah.
I'm putting on events because I never been that type of person to sit down and wait for a promoter.
Let me tell you something.
So no, hold on,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
right? Then a team now, right? A team now to build a team.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
it leads a lot of trust and loyalty.
Yeah.
Is one of the hardest things to find
Right.
amongst our community,
I can agree with you. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So me as a sound owner, if I'm putting my trust into this part, which would be, if you listen to my dub plates, there's a lot of different top selectors named in it.
Yes.
So if I'm putting my trust here, I can't put my trust all over the place while I'm building.
Yes.
We ain't dummies down here.
Yeah.
Because if right now I was to say, here, do this and do that and do this, I wouldn't know what I know today. Because this COVID thing, it was bad and it was good.
Yes.
And you know what? I actually tested it out last year at Royalty's anniversary.
Right.
Which is my umandem, right?
Yeah.
They govern. It's the first time I ever used my umandem to do the bar, the door, the kitchen, and I did the cooking.
Yeah.
So what does that mean? Now, as I say, one of my girls, she has a platform like yours, just like a talk show
Actually,
right, which is very big, and she learned all these things now. And remember my store, right? Look out for Royalty, right? You're gonna be able to Google Royalty. Right?
I was gonna suggest something to you before when you were saying.
Listen, hear me. Hear me.
Yeah.
There's things that I don't rush. Nothing is for the rush. My point of what I'm saying is that sometimes when you know you could do something doesn't mean you have to do it right away.
Yes. Right.
Especially when you're moving faster than I'm Thunder, I mean,
So
him
I
thunder,
want
only him little thunder, you know.
yeah.
I
Remember
mean,
wait.
him thunder.
Point out something to you. Let me point out something to you. I don't know if you are aware.
Mm,
All right. You know your experience. You know where you're coming from. You know, so you've been in music or around music for many years. You understand? Even before your sound that you created, you were on sound. All right. You know that. But at that time, the world did not know you for the person you are now. Now the world come, you come into this place, into this place, into this space, into this world, and you created a bang with royalty. Because you went all out and created a sound, you cut your dubs, you do this, and you enter the industry with a bang. A bang. What that sound like? That sound like a bomb, right? When bomb drop anywhere, hold on now, when bomb drop anywhere, well, guess what happened? Some people dead, some people injured, a lot of people get affected. Listen to me. A lot of people gonna get affected. That's a bang, right? So you know, dropping out the business in a Canada with a bang, and I'll explode outside of Canada as your record show with your trophies and stuff. What do you think the people around feel? The people that were there when you drop in as a bomb. What do you think happens? Some people get killed. Some people get injured. It affects a lot of people. That's why I'm saying you telling your story, they're always going to question and doubt you. You understand? You need to have a team out there that's putting out exactly what you're doing, the direction royalty is going, so that people can understand you better. Because they're judging you. And I tell you that before.
But nobody could tell your story better than you.
Yeah. Not talking about your story. I'm talking about your journey now. I was just
my journey.
You know,
yeah, but there's things that I could tell somebody else on my journey, and it's the same thing like what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, but what I'm suggesting that you have a PR person that's documenting your journey.
Yes. You know? How do you think a documentary could go out?
And with the knowledge that you have, you gotta be there steering the thing for sure.
Yeah, but how do you think a document? But how do you think a documentary could go out? Because I do have somebody that follows. I do have somebody that follows royalty on every journey. Put it this way.
Yeah.
Big up Jabless too.
Yeah.
Big up my. Let me big up my network. Big up Montana. Big up Jabless. Zane. Big up myself. Big up Baji, newest member on the sound. Zane. But you see, Jabless and Montana, Zane and Bang, they, no matter where I go in the world, even if I try to hide, they find their way there and document everything. And that's royalty. That's not an outsider.
Key on the record understand what I'm saying. You know? But anyways, who or what would you say inspired you in the business from them time then? Was it somebody that the industry or just the way you grew up around the music? Is there somebody that you looked up to as a youth would say, yo, yeah, the music, as it relates to the music? I know the badness you probably have somebody over there so you look to, but the music side.
No, the music, it was straight my family, my uncles, my aunts, my father, my mother, you know what I mean? My auntie them, just everybody in my family. As I said, I was raised around sound system. I was raised in the culture.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why it was King Levi sound I played. Even Firestone. Big up Firestone, which is Foota brother. You see me? Yeah, man. So that's what inspired me for music. They inspired me. My family inspired me. And that's why today they still there for me, inspiring me to continue the journey, even though it's rough.
It's rough, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they know where I'm coming from, and they know that music always been in my blood, a part of me.
And I'm sure they also, knowing the you them know as a family member, the struggles and the journey that you've been through. I'm sure even Keisha and all of them people that we know, happy for you know, so you take up music and choose that. So I'm sure they support you 1,000,000% because it's a better journey than the other side.
Well, that's one of the reasons why Royalty have so much fans.
Yep. I can agree with that.
That's one of the reasons why a lot of people don't understand. They think that it's just Ray. No, yes, my sound is bad. Yes, I know how to build a sound. I couldn't build a sound. There's so much music out there in the world, and this is why I build my sound to test myself, be my own competition. So a lot of people know that it's not easy right now in these times.
Yeah, for
And
real.
when them say Royalty and what I'm doing today and knowing where I'm coming from,
Yeah.
they only gonna gravitate because it's not like I'm doing anything wrong, and it's not like it's a backwards thing, and it's not like I'm not putting in work neither. Because I could have just been here from my first 10 dubs. I clashed in Niagara, and I could have been here sitting down and saying, yo, you know what? If it wasn't based on me being a competition to myself, I would have been like, yo, I won already 2 clashes or 3 clashes. Let me just kick back and or let me take 2 years, 3 years, build my dub box before I take my first clash.
Yeah.
I didn't do that because I wanted to take thump. I wanted to get kicked.
So, Amar, all right, tell us tell us about the journey then. All right, so we talk about the you growing up, the liquor, you know, and around the other sound, them forward in Montreal, the family thing, the music in the house, so the thing kind of in your blood, in your DNA from get-go. All right, you know, you do your little thing, you've been around. All right, tell us how you started out in sound business in Canada now. Then, since you moved to Canada and they're on the family them have sound. How you started out in sound business? Which sound you started out on, and what was it like?
Okay. First sound I started off with was my cousin, as I said, Firestone. Right? Firestone. Because I used to watch, like everybody knows from back in the days, One Drop, Ward Warrior, King Levi sound, and even Licoton, that even Uno, right? Was the sound them back in them days, but I was too young to get into dances. So I always used to watch them. But my cousin now, Firestone now, him build a sound, and him know same bad with the MC in same way. So him say, yo, are you a MC? So we always behind the scene was practicing until I reach of age to get in the clubs, right? So when I reach 18 now, it's like that was my first dance, right? Basically, my first dance in a Montreal, which was in Lachine, and he had a white youth. I forgot his name, but he was the selector and I was the MC. But at those times, I really know how to work the machine. And you know, one tree dub plate was there. You know what I mean? And we fuck up some place in the machine there. And yeah, we fuck up some place in the machine. And
Wow,
that was, yeah. Then when I reached that, it's like Fire wasn't really on that pushing the sound thing and as a boss. So Footer now took up, because you know Father Levi, it was Goldfinger. In my days as a youth, it was Goldfinger that was the selector on Father Levi's sound. So Footer take up Footer, which is my cousin, took up because you know the family thing, so it get passed down to Footer now. So now I'm like, I wish it's Fire's brother. So I'm like, all right, here we know, because Fire kind of parked the sound and went to yard. So I said, all right, I'm gonna deal with King Levi's sound.
Yeah.
Zine, which is my uncle and my cousin took it up.
Yes.
So now at the same time now, so you guys know, because a lot of the dub programs and a lot of the artists that Footer was Bellymo's promotion was dealing with all of that, right? So it's like I took up the sound, the big man, the voice tune and everything, and then Highly Dread, which is Kings of Kings promotion, was one of the biggest promotions at that time, right? They were doing events from
Thanks. Yeah.
they were doing events from Canada, all over Canada. You know, Kings of Kings promotion was the promotion back then in the 90s, right? So yeah, I was the MC. I had a lot of learning to do, which I still do now. You can never stop learning, right? But at those times, it was really hard for me too, because it was two life I was living. So yeah, but I was doing the job right. And remember, say even Trooper, I was one of the first to step to Trooper, which was in Rainbow Heights, when Skyhawk every year, rest in peace, Rambo used to keep it, Skyhawk used to keep their anniversary every year, and they used to bring Trooper. And it's the first time Trooper ever said, blood clot, where are you to come from? Because I roll out.
Yeah. Rush him.
And attack. Because them time there, you know how it go, how the shit goes. So fully badness confidence on the stage, as you know. And I think that's when I made a mark apart from the stage shows them, like in Little Burgundy, which is the Garrison. That's my Garrison. Anybody that knows Montreal knows that Liquor Burgundy. Big up LaSalle, big up NDG, big up Uptown, Zane. But everybody know in the city, any city, when you live in the heart of the city, which is downtown, you know, say it's a pretty, right? So Liquor Burgundy, so all of the fest them, apart from all of the fest them that I used to mash up, the break dancing, the DJ competitions I won trophies for, and all of those stuff, you know, sound system, because we didn't talk about the DJ and all those things, that's for our next time, but the sound system, you understand? Boom. That's when I made my mark in Montreal with the sound system, when people were like, what the fuck? And then everybody knows that Rambo used to he was like a warlord to me, and Rambo used to train.
Yeah.
Like I hear, like you see, like how a lot of the Toronto sounds could say, yo, in basements we used to clash sounds and things like that. It's the same thing in Montreal, what I used to do with a lot of sounds. See? And then, you know, you remember the clash? What it was Earthquake, and I think, was it Crystal? It was Earthquake and King Levi. It was a couple of songs.
I don't remember. Oh.
It was Earthquake song. Well, Dark Ignorance would know, right?
Yeah.
It was couple of songs. I'll kill them. that was the first time I MC'd in a war.
See, where was that?
And it was in Coverage. It was in Coverture area name again, Ville Saint-Laurent.
Listen, Laura. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I heard about one clash.
Close to Laval.
Oh, people talk about a clash on Sherbrooke Street a lot of times. I've heard about that one, but I don't.
Brother, there was enough clash that. Remember, like when I was on King Levi Sound, we never lost a clash.
Oh yeah.
But you see, let me explain you a thing. You see, in those times, as I said, I was living 2 different lives. So it was like, I wouldn't take a lot of things down in record. I would just go work, kill who me have to kill, and then go back to the streets.
And at the same time, I hide from the camera too, because you don't know the thing.
Yeah. So it was like
it's a Coco Club in a code virtue.
Yeah, Coco Club. All right. Yes. Coco Club.
Big up, Assassin on the check-in. Jamie, big up yourself, my general.
Big up Jamie. Big up Killer Sauce. Big up everybody from the live. Big up Twin Tower.
Hey, Michael, always the ball. Big up yourself, my general.
Jinx, big up yourself, Jinx. Hey, Jinx getting in trouble for royalty, If ever talk about we're going over New Jersey when we kill Volume 1 and Lion Roar and Mad Squad, him get a piece of cussing. He's supposed to rap me, And when him couldn't rap me, to Jinx, what do you guys want me to do? The crowd is over. Volume 1, I cuss him blood clot. New Jersey. Jinx is the host, Jinx is supposed to fucking give it to Volume 1, He couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. Chop.
Then they may touch you, beat your body now, Jinx. I said, no, man, royalty, a bad son, man. We touch you, I don't say nothing. Anyway, touch it. No,
hey, see what touchy do? You never hear. Forward. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Touchy go buy 2 Batman bird and touch off one of them too much and the bird dead.
We never hear about say the bird dead. And he's saying get rid of the bird them. I kill the bird. Yo, remember him shooting the Batman bird them alive one night. I mean, I said, what do you want to do with that one bird and that?
Why you think him name Touchy?
Jesus.
Him always a touch animal. Him mother name him Touchy, You never know. Don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody, me tell you.
I don't mix up, Touchy love cuss.
Hey, which man you know? Never show a woman in them house, but show your 2 bird.
Oh, what is that?
I don't eat it. One of the bird dead. Him touch the bird.
Yo, I can't keep secret. The same man feel of a bird kill it. Oh my yeah, boy, I can't keep that. I know secret they can't keep neither. Touching them nasty, man. My man lose. Yo, Channel Star. And the man come talk about how hyper. Give me that question from the night when the man show the bird, man. I say, what you do with hyper beige Batman bird? Them a year yard.
Brother. Let me tell you something. He never know say him phone. You see like how him love blood clot go up on live.
Yeah.
Every time I talk about royalty, he never know say him phone. Never did turn off, And every touch the bird a shit, It's like the bird ignorant for him touching. Him name touchy.
Hear me, I say. Hear me now. Tell me about the journey of royalty. So all this, all right, after, one bag of something, man, the man must say, yo, I know the story. King Levi say, yo, pick a side now, brother. Is it a badness or stone, you know? And I think at that time, I say, yo, man, a rude boy.
All
You
right,
pick a,
all
you
right,
pick
yes. Because
say what
you
it
know,
is.
say, all right, let me go to the thing.
Yeah,
Right there, so.
yeah.
Yes, it was Badness and King Levi, and yeah, me did always Ray, and them couldn't take it no more. So me tell my uncle, and me think, all right, me I got Jesper and deal with the streets
Mm,
because at the same time, I
yeah.
couldn't really. I was in out of being locked up,
Yo,
right?
sorry,
So,
sorry, sorry, sorry.
what? Talk to me. Tell me what going on in the comments.
You see, because we are present, but we're kind of ahead of the people that we are watch. Them just get the touch. You know, the people them say touchy just dead again. The people them are be touchy, but them a say what is me a here. The people them a laugh after touchy like. What I would in a name call him a
Yo,
name and yo, how to the answer him, but tonight like Galo, you
no, but big him up though, because here,
Easy, I'm
I'm
not
pussy.
something touching the link, you know, because you never know. So now I'll be unfair. Anyway,
No,
anyway, sorry.
yo, them man they have to go war with, them man they have to go talk to Silver Fox or them old boy. Them boy there, and that me know we're missing blood clot numbers. Them boy they have to go play, man. Blood clot.
Yes, sir.
I knew badness now.
I
Yeah.
know all the thing to go on with.
Yeah, and them people they even talk good. Cause
Anyway,
it seems like
sorry.
them have more talk than blood clot walk. So,
Sorry.
royalty talk the
Anyway,
talk and
go on
walk.
talk to you that's now. Yeah.
Alright, what you say now?
We are talk about the, when the transition now where, you depend on the sound and the man I say, yo, you have to pick a side, basically, and then,
Yeah.
you choose a side for a bit of time and they will take us through
So
that
me
and
say
say,
me I go easy. Me say yo, me I go easy. Then
mm,
I deal with the thing cause me over cause I did get locked down and I did 32 months, right? And while I was locked down,
yeah,
they end up having giving us our own range, which is our own cell block, which it only holds 13 of us. They must say gang member. Then put me in a newspaper as gang leader, me
mm-hmm,
and my boy, right?
mm-hmm,
I could talk about it because I've been through it, right? So it's all good. And I'm going to give people history so they could understand the deepness
yeah,
of where it's coming from. So
yeah,
I did 32 months, and that was actually one of the most painful 32 months because my it's the first time I actually did love a woman, which is my baby mother, right? And she been there, right? This is my baby mother to my second and my third youth, which is my daughter is 16 and my son is 18, gonna be 19, right? And it was that time where like I've been in and out jail and she held me down
yeah,
like a soldier, and it was a time where she just gave up. She gave up, and I realized I had my own range. I have everything, but everybody know, girl, inside. And I'm like, Jano, you know, it's the first time I was actually heartbroken in these stages because I wasn't a type of person to be heartbroken.
mm-hmm,
No, I can't talk it because I'm a big man now. You see me?
yeah,
And I was like, you know, that's what made me realize, say, yo, I gotta change my life because it's like my family, my baby it turned their back on me. Everybody, you know what I mean? And it was like I was there alone with just either I accept the gang life,
yeah.
you
All right.
know, or I change my life.
it's like they were get the people who were there loving you and supporting you were get fed up of the lifestyle. So
Of
they were
the
like,
of the yeah. So
Alex now play right now.
all right. So at the end of the day, it's like my celly was Nova Kane, which is an artist.
Yeah.
So basically, I was like, yo, I'm gonna change my life. I'm thinking. So I moved to Toronto, right? Let me just jump the thing. So I got out. I was in Montreal. Everything was nice, everything good. I said, yo, but I realized that even though I'm trying to stay out of trouble, it's like even the Babylon system, they always wanna try to make me a victim of their system. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yo, you to make a full change, you gotta go somewhere else and make a change. So I came to the dot. When I was in the dot now, I'm like, okay, yeah, Ray, I'm here, I'm living my life, I'm doing my thing, you know. I'm changing. I'm like, yo, I'm staying out of trouble and everything. So now I start going partying and all
Yeah.
these clubs downtown and spending money and everything like this. So long story short,
Mhm.
I said, yo, I'm gonna keep a party.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep a party in because I see that in Toronto it's like it's a lot of promoters, a lot of action and things. So I said, yo, I'm gonna go out of town and keep a party, which is Niagara, St. Catherine, right?
Yeah.
So while I said I'm gonna keep a party out, I went to Jamaica, right? So I was there, and it was Da Vinci and um, it was Da Vinci and I forgot what was the next artist. But it was Da Vinci and I think it was Ibamar, right? And I was just there chilling on the ends, and I have a dance with what are you the name from Dong the Tivoli Jana Janite
Not Tivoli. Yeah,
Jana
the dancer, yeah.
him up here in Toronto now.
John
Zin
I,
Zin. So I'm there in yard while I'm preparing my dance. Zin. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna cut a dub because look here. From this was always the code, right? Loyalty is royalty, right? So I said, yo, you know what? Right there, right then, because we are born chalice, we are born with, all our vibes. I said, yo, right there, right there. I said, yo, you know what? I'm gonna voice the top song we have, and at that time, it was 2012. You remember that song from Javanci, Da Vinci? Sometimes I feel ja bless and I'm fly. You know that one there?
yeah.
If you check it out, it was 2012. That song was hot. That was his song,
Yes.
right? So I said, yo, you know what? I'm gonna voice that song for the dance, and I'm gonna name my sound Royalty.
Seeing.
Zin,
Seeing.
what going in the chat room? Let me know what I'm going to in the
No
chat
man,
room.
good man. It's just some people are checking. So big up, Lasha just checking, and I have to big up yourself,
Big up,
Lasha.
Lasha.
You know,
Tell me,
big
because
up,
I can't see the comment, because I
yeah,
have
big
two
up.
phones I work with.
Rich kid in the building. I was message check in recently. Yeah, man. Couple people just check in recently. Big up on yourself. Yeah, man. Hot
All
topics
right.
on them. Anything go on, I may tell them, man. Anything if you know, me will tell you. All the part things you have to go back and check the comment after, cause you know. We're not
Yeah,
tell
man.
you.
So
Important, yeah. I'll let you know.
my voice that song, and it kick off royalty. Because at that time,
So this was before.
no,
This was
hold
you.
on.
Yeah.
Hold on. This is me holding the vibes
Yeah, man.
in a
Twin Star.
Jamaica. Big up Twin Star. This was a vibes that I was holding in a yard, and I was at that moment I was deciding: do I pick up back King Levi sound that
Yeah.
has all the songs and I have Cartel with my name in it? Remember Cartel lock up before 2012, you know. And I
Mickey ever
said,
bless.
yo, Mitchie, big up yourself, you know, loud and proud. Zin.
One
So I said,
Twin Star. I check in.
I said, do I pick up back King Levi sound,
Mhm.
right, with all of the songs,
Yeah.
or do I create royalty right here, right now, that I'm here sitting with these artists?
Yeah.
And I said, yo, you know what? I want to be my own competition.
Mhm.
I want to see what it's like to build from scratch with so much songs in the world,
Mhm.
building from scratch with not having so much songs that I could get, that I can't get because the artists dead off and
Mhm.
artists lock up and things like that.
Yeah.
How can I be my own competition? If I can do it without those,
Um.
that means I'm challenging myself
Yourself. Yeah.
musically. And that is love of music.
Princess. Twin Star. Michael Moore. Twin Star Stone. That man representing Twin Star Stone. Michael
See?
Moore. So you
Big up
can follow.
white, big up peas up. You see me?
A big
You
up
see
his,
me?
yeah.
So it's like I said, I can cheat myself and just pick up a big song, which is my
Yeah.
family song with all of the song them, because you know
All
King
the
Levi sound.
foundation
You,
songs and all them things.
you know that already.
Yeah, before
And
Little Thunder.
right?
Long
And I
time.
and I could have just the same money I invested in royalty, invest in the
Yeah.
sound and with new songs and
And carry
cheat
on.
away. But
Yeah.
I didn't want to do that. I wanted
Well, you never want the family legacy, the franchise. You never want the
the,
franchise.
the legacy is there. Why you think King Levi? Why you think King Levi rise up again, bro? The
Yeah.
legacy is always there. The legacy can never die
Right, never.
because the music is in our bloodline. This is what
That
I'm
that,
trying to tell you. This is what I'm
that's
trying
why.
to. This is what I'm trying to tell you. That we don't try to cheat ourselves. You got to be real to yourself to be real to the world. Why you think Roy? A lot of them try.
Mhm.
Why you think a lot of them put in a lot of work and have not accomplished what royalty accomplished in less
Yeah.
than 9 years?
Yeah.
Why? Because they within inside it's not
Yeah.
really clean.
True.
So you
True.
got to understand the levels of it. See? And that's why even my same uncles and Father Levi can say, yo, I'm proud of you, youth. And
Yeah.
that's why
True.
I can be on here spreading their legacy and will never forget their name and where it comes from.
Yeah.
And members said the war, who do earn warm up
For real,
with
man.
Little Thunder and royalty.
King Levi.
All right. And guess what? Didn't you hear some bad cartels with my name in it?
Yeah, man. For sure, man.
All right. So if I wanted to cheat myself now
Mm-hmm.
and not
You could
give
have taken it.
myself and give myself more music knowledge. That's why Jah
Yeah.
blessed me to be where I am at today, royalty
Yeah.
sound.
Yeah.
And don't get it twisted. I have to big up every selector that been on my sound.
Yeah. For real.
Because whether it's 1%
Yeah.
or 50% or 80%, I have to give them thanks because guess what? Whether it's good or bad intention, it's me as a sound owner to
Yeah.
whether to either let it fall, let it bring royalty down
Mm-hmm.
or forward.
Of
And
course.
as you can see, I always made it move forward. So I
Power.
give them thanks for their strength.
But
I
royalty
give
is royalty.
them
Royalty is royalty. You build your son already. You touch some things that me do want chip in pan. It's just like me. Before I would, yeah, who don't know will know now. Me and Dan and Scrooge are brother. Before I'm gonna see them with a son. And I see that they have a legacy. It was not park, it was active. Them never park them son, them always active. In a sound business, in any business, there are uptime and there are downtimes. You know, so them have them little downtime at times and them have them uptime. They never park, they're always there. Always represented Montreal. Me as a youth, I felt like I had something to bring to the table. I draw close to them. I'm trying to build upon their legacy because their legacy was continuing. When it comes to King Levi was a bit there, you know. Father Levi put on the thing because Ununa do the thing or whatever. You decided to start your own journey and start your own sound, create your own legacy.
And not forget about my legacy, which is my family. Because as I said, I looked at when we Father Levi, I said, yo, I'm proud of you, you know. I said, yo, Father Levi, remember I said, me think further ahead. When you're ready, step out. Remember, if this was in lockdown now, you would have seen. Let me tell you a bad thing. Royalty, King Levi, tag team against two other sounds. How that sound? You ever hear that in a sound clash history?
For real.
The two sound them a play. Hey. I want to chop some color on the records, blood clot artists.
One thing you can never say, everybody who know you know, say anywhere you go, and no matter how you talk about royalty, them are going to hear about King Levi. Anybody who know you know that. You never ever act like say, oh, me just get up and do this. You ever know that, yo, me I come from King Levi days. You ever mention
I used to watch Foot Up Fresh. Blood. Remember, say my bloodline is a different type of bloodline, you know. I used to watch the man them roll out. I know as a youth, I used to be ignorant for all of them because I couldn't go to the dance. Me, I load up the truck. Yeah. Me, I walk them right. Me could hop on the truck when it a move. If me could hop on the blood clot truck when it a move, me would have go with them. Me see them, I see them forwarding from dance with them shell. Then I see Father Levi building boxes. See? Boxes in the house. See? Sound all over. See? And I used to be like, yo, I can't wait. I can't wait till me can be a part of this. See, I used to go to the halls with them to string up. You know, pre-string up. See, Jamaica there. This is the good thing with this was the part what I love. That my two uncles in Jamaica Day, in a Montreal, it was either back in those days, it was either Pinch Patrick sound stringing up or King Levi sound stringing up for Jamaica Day. Right? So I either one of my uncle I was always okay to be in the park to string up with them from thing and see all the works and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Then, yeah,
Jano Star. You know, as me always big up to everybody we check in, you know, it's hot topics.
So big up everybody.
Yeah, man, I'm here 2:30 p.m. You know, I try to bring somebody of interest, somebody of importance, so them can share them journey, them story. And royalty, you know, thunder, you know, like you know, people might hear a little thunder sound and royalty sound every time we get a chance. We at rival and we have said this and we have said that, but it's the realness of the business, it's the realness of the music, and you're somebody I had to put on here, bro, because you have a story, you have a journey. I don't know, I not talk for my team, I talk for myself. You is somebody who I see your intentions, and I just hope you stay on the same path. I see the journey where you are trod, and I see what you've been doing. I know say all you need right now is for people them understand and acknowledge you. I think I understand you. I may acknowledge you as a good person in the business.
May I ask you a question?
Yeah.
The royalty versus Little Thunder. How much people you know said it?
The club was full, bro. There were people trying to come in that couldn't come in. So I don't know. Like V Lounge, anybody know V Lounge? You do the maths, you do the estimate. The place full. People couldn't come in.
2 floors. V Lounge, 2 floors.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, and people couldn't get in.
Okay. Now, I want big up all Canadian sound.
You know, me have to big up for the dance. Me have to big up Dan Ignorance. You know, I always a big up Dan Ignorance. You know, my tag team, me and Dan Ignorance, you know, we put a lot of effort into Little Thunder right now. Father Scrooge busy. Father Scrooge do what he can do, and him do him in production. But me have to big up Dan because you see when that clash they come about Thunder. Dan.
Enough people in the city.
Yeah,
Trust
you see
me.
that is a youth where I can tell you something behind him back. All right, me know let Dan log on. Dan love the business. Dan is a youth where love music and love Sound Clash business and love Sound Clash culture.
Me know that.
When he come up and Dan say, Jano, you know, XYZ, and I say, when Dan talk to me, brother, like, me have to big up Dan Ignorance. Dan Ignorance, big up yourself. Dan Ignorance, I'm a mentor. Dan Ignorance, I'm a guidance. Dan Ignorance, I'm a teacher. That you there have a different level of understanding when it comes to sound culture and music business. Me I tell you that. The dance, exactly what play out, exactly the impact of the dance make in the business, in a Montreal, in a Canada itself.
Boy, what an impact. What an impact.
And things say, yo, why we are going to do this? It might cost. This it might cost. That Dan was there. Like, no, bro, this is what the city need.
I want to touch
believe in you. They have faith in your youth. That me I tell you. They're willing to give you a chance in any way you can. And that is what some people don't even do for
brother,
you.
Because
and you surely cut on the respect and you surely cut on the love. And that's why we can work together and still be mutual friends. But in our sound business, me and a friend.
Friend, let me tell you this. You see, I got to big up all Canadian sounds. And a lot of people I hear a lot of sounds big up Canadian sounds because of this just sound you're bad and this just sound. Yo, all Canadian sounds bad. You want me to tell you why? And I think this is the first time this is going to be mentioned on a live.
Mm-hmm.
You see Canadian sounds?
Mm-hmm.
This is why I respect Canadian sounds, whether they like royalty or they hate royalty. Canadian sounds have it the hardest to voice dubs because our currency is the lowest. Yeah. But yet, we have some of the baddest sounds. We're full of song. Do the maths. We're the only state, country that has to put more on the currency that the artist asked for.
Yeah.
So I have to risk me as a sound owner that knows that voice all my songs. See, a lot of people might feel like and sound business is not easy. And big up to all the sounds and sound owners.
Yeah.
But you see, a lot of people might get it twisted and feel like, say, yo, royalty sound full of song. And they have a lot of followers and a lot of family and a lot of people around. But let me make this clear. In my dub box, if there's more than 15 songs, or not even 15 songs, that what I got helped on financially, God killed me.
I believe you.
A lot of sounds have bag of songs because there's 5 of them chipping in. Like, I've been to studios and seen how enough of those Europe sounds are. There's all 10 of them in the studio.
Yeah.
One name getting called, but all 10 of them is putting in money to get that song. But we black people, we rather
True.
get our names put in songs. 10 of us, 10 names get put in songs, but only one or two contributing to the songs.
Yeah, I what I think about it. I say enough for them like sound, yeah, I round up them mouth and a hype, and them never cut a dub round them sound. Enough of them MC, yeah. Them just sit down and depend upon bass and ride off a bass, and them know how bass make the money. When the song go play, the money where the song play, if I can hardly cut 2 songs, you get 10 songs to play. And none of them ever step up and say, yo, bossy, I like that song, I know, I'll cut it.
And let me put this clear for the record. It ain't easy for nobody, no matter what you do for your income. It ain't easy for nobody to take up their money and say they're going to invest in this culture, the sound clash culture. See? And if I wanted to, right? You see this sound system? You see this sound system that I got? That could have been dub plates.
Yeah, for sure. Of course.
It all goes back to if I wanted to cheat myself. But you see, true, I'm deeply motivated to elevate myself. I grew up around this. So it's only normal for me not to cheat this.
Yeah.
Everybody know Canada sound system. Having it don't really make sense. Like how it makes sense having it at Jamaica. But I didn't do this. It's just like when you go and you buy yourself Gucci nowadays. You don't buy it for people to fucking like it. You buy it for yourself. Because you could have the real or the fake. People don't even know. You have on the real and people think it's the fake. You have on the fake and people think it's the real. So you buy it for yourself.
Yeah.
So when I build my sound system, it's not for others. It's for myself to know that, yo, I can sit down and I say, yo, I'm not a laptop selector. I'm not just a sound owner. I defend my sound.
But you mentioned that. What do you mean from your perspective when you say I'm not a laptop selector? Because that will make some, because you have some, as you say, sound system.
No, because you have a saying in the sound clash.
Different. No, I'll make you answer, but sound system overseas is different from Jamaica. Not every sound have the space or the what it takes to have actual sound system. And here you have some people who have sound system that don't even have a name. So the system is hired to play. What do you mean when you say, oh, you're not a laptop selector? Are you saying that some other sound who have them actual system, spend their money upon them dub, have them thing from before and only have a laptop now that they're less than your sound?
No, we're living in a modern time where everything is social media, and we're living in a time where it's laptop. It's no more. I'm from the days where burning wax, RO Studios, the dots, you know, cassettes. There's different era. Now we're living in an era where it's laptops, but a lot of in the sound clash fraternity, there's a lot of selectors going around using this talk saying, you're a laptop selector, right? But yet, they don't have a sound system. So I'm just trying to do the maths.
I think the same laptop selector coming from the people who just go online and download some songs, which is basically 45, and just be playing them, whether we remix or otherwise. But
laptop. You can't misinterpret laptop selector. From you open up a laptop and play song, it's laptop, right? But now, if you can open up your laptop on your own sound system, then you're not a laptop selector. So if you're gonna be a selector that's gonna say, burn out them, yo, some boy just forward into the business and they're just a laptop selector and they don't have a sound system of their own to open their laptop to, then they're contradicting yourself. So I got to talk loud and proud that don't get things twisted. There's a difference between laptop selectors and sound owners and sound entrepreneurs.
Yeah, but the difference that I'm trying to understand and establish is, all right. Say for example, then you have a base of this, but no base of this is based in Canada or the United States, right? And the team move and they pack up their sound system and for the kids sell the actual amplifier and the box them. And now living in Canada, like many Canada sound, we put on them boxes and them equipment, but they already invested in sound system. They cut their steel, they cut their plate, they have their dub plate. Would you consider based on this in our laptop selector because you don't have a system like you have backup behind you?
Let me ask you a question now. All right, you see like how you say that? Go back to what you just said. What did Bass Odyssey sell then if they were going to do that? Because they've been in the business for so many years and didn't do that yet. But let's just say they sold it. What did they sell?
They sell their equipments.
They sell their equipments, right? They sold their equipments, right? What
Some
they
of
have
them, right, they still have their controller, they still have their
what did they have before?
Some more equipments.
No, they had a sound system before, right? They had a sound system before it. Because they sold the sound system. They had to have a sound system to sell it, right?
No, they still have their sound system. They said this is still a sound system without the equipment.
Okay, but
Stone Love,
you
what
just
I'm saying
all right,
they
all
understand
right.
it.
No, I understand what you're saying, but right there it makes no sense because they still have their sound system. If you're traveling, if royalty is traveling, I can't bring my sound system. If I'm going to Europe, I can't bring my sound system, but I have, if I bring a Europe sound over here, I have my sound system where I could string up.
Yeah, but
If
depending on what, depending on the capacity.
But there's a difference with a sound now that will go, right? Will go, for example, to Europe and tell a sound, say, yo, you know, I'm no sound, Ray, and they're playing on their sound. Then when they come here and they bring that sound over here, they don't even have a sound to string up for that sound. So you can't, it's just like thank God that the world is not based on that you have to travel with your sound because it would cost so much money.
You have to put a more understandable definition because it doesn't make sense. You're saying if a man from Europe I go travel or a man from Jamaica I go travel to the States or Canada to play, him can't bring him sound system or him not go bring him sound system, right? But you're saying that because he have a sound system in Jamaica, him still a sound system owner. But if him sell that sound system, that him is no more a sound system owner, and him is a laptop selector.
No. He was a sound system owner.
So what is he?
He was. What is he? He's a broke sound owner because if he sell his sound, a sound owner knows that this is not about financial. This is not about making money. So if a sound owner sells his sound, then that means that him broke as fuck and reach to him last limit. Because I know sound owners that will never, whether them have a penny to their name, they will never sell them sound. But you see, this is what you have to understand as a sound owner. You see, if a sound owner could reach the levels to sell his sound, in reach at the bottom of the pit. I don't care what you want to say.
I understand. I'm not disagree with you. That is a different scenario you're coming up with. I'm talking about a situation where it's just not feasible. It's just not the space is not there, the capacity is not there for man to own a sound. But he has everything that it takes. Because I know I'm sure that every little sound has them equipment, right?
All right, let me explain you this. Stick a pin. Let me explain you this for most sound man. this is what a lot of people don't understand with a lot of sound owners. They think that it's just about going out there and putting your sound out there. You see, waking up in the morning, it's like a high. Waking up in the morning, looking at your sound, just coming and fucking around, just fixing up your thing. That is good enough. Just waking up, seeing your sound is good enough for a lot of sound owners.
Listen, I understand your passion for the sound, for owning the sound system itself. I understand the passion. And I understand it's a good gesture to have a sound system itself. But there are places and there are situations and circumstances where it's not feasible for you to own the equipments of
we know that. I said that. But I said that.
But I'm saying if a sound, I would not put down a bass at this because now Keith decided to migrate to the States, right?
All right. You cannot put down a sound like Bass Odyssey because they has built a legacy from decades.
But that's what I'm saying.
So you cannot put down a sound like Bass Odyssey.
For example, then in Canada, you have like a, I'm not sure, but you have like I say, let me just say for example.
But brother, I don't work with example, I work with Fox.
Yeah, the Fox is an example.
Keith will never sell his sound, no matter where he is in the world. So he will always be a sound owner.
Because Keith a Jamaican, him now sell him so. Let me just say for example, right? For example, say a Dan Rankin then in a Toronto, right? Dan Rankin has put his.
Don't use Dan Rankin. Just use Stepper Choice because they have sound.
Stepper Choice.
Yes.
No, I use somebody who don't have equipment, a sound system.
Brother, make we talk some facts. Stepper Choice have sound. So if you're gonna use a sound if you're gonna use a sound as an example, use a sound that has a sound. It doesn't make no sense you use a sound that does not have a sound, bro. Big up Dan Rankin sound, but use Stepper Choice as an example.
Yeah, so are you saying? So hold on there. No, and that's what I'm trying to understand fully. Because as the people them say, I'm not getting it, and some other people see that they're not getting it. Dan Rankin don't have a system.
Mm-hmm.
Twin Star have them system. Big up Michael and the whole family. You know, them always have cost me for and run me off of them equipment. I run, I for them. The man have passion for them sound. Me not vex, but So Dan Rankin now. All right. Super Fresh have a system?
No, not that I know of. No.
Better example now. That more I use now. Because Dan Rankin coming at the business after a while then. All right. Super Fresh sound. Big sound in Canada, regardless of whatever difference. Super Fresh are big sound. They make their name. They don't have any equipment. They don't have a rack and they don't have a box. They might have a controller like every other sound system and them can do them own thing in them own little settings, in a small settings. As opposed to you, where you're on Twin Star, you can string up in the land and you can combine which sound better. You are trying to tell me that Super Fresh is not a sound system?
Brother, I never use the term, I never base a sound whether they're a laptop or not, because royalty is a new sound that came in the era of laptop, right?
Yeah.
But when somebody tries to use royalty as a laptop sound, that's where I got to say something. But I never I can't.
Opinion no, wrong but doesn't mean you have to then categorize other people in the wrong.
But I don't. But that's what I'm trying to tell you. I never categorize no sound as a laptop sound or a sound system. I'm just letting people know where royalty stands. That when they use the term laptop selectors, don't throw it royalty way.
Okay.
You'll never hear me say, yo, that sound or Super Fresh or Little Thun or anybody is a laptop sound. No matter what, unless they said royalty is a laptop sound. So I never went in that lane because sound. Because if you're playing on royalty sound, you're playing on the sound. If you're playing on Twin Star sound, you're playing on the sound. If you're playing on Stepper Choice, then you're playing on the sound. So sound.
But listen,
You understand?
let me draw a scenario. If you do homeschool, you're still going to school, you know. Not because you're not in the building, you're going to school, you know. If you do a church from your home, you're still doing church, you know. So I'm just saying, the thing is, if you have everything that compiles a sound system and you don't actually have the equipment and the box like the big columns, that doesn't mean that you're not a sound system, brother. And Michael, I'm basing on the fact that I'm reading comments also, because Michael Moore is saying that if you have dubs and have whatever, you're not a sound system unless you have equipment. Like,
but guess what? How could you be a sound system if you don't have equipment, bro?
you have
Music is music. Like music is music. Sound system is sound system. It's either you have one.
All right.
Or you have the both.
I want to get out of this, but listen to me. You have people right now who own equipments that they rent out to play as sound system, and they're not a sound system, brother.
Brother, all right. Let me tell you
Just
this.
having equipment to be a sound system. That's why when people say laptop selector, they're talking.
All right. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question now. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
You ever see? All right. Let me ask you a question now. Okay, and this is gonna kind of answer your question.
Yeah.
You ever see a sound system owner that does not have dub plates? And have you ever seen a sound that has dub plates that don't have a sound system? I'm guaranteed that you see every sound system owner has dub plates, but I guarantee you that not every sound owner that has dub plates have a sound system.
Yeah, you're right.
Right? So do the maths. You can have sound owners that have just dub plates, and then you could have sound owners that have both a sound system and dub plates. And 99% you will find a sound system owner that has dub plates, but 50% you will find, not even 50%, 20% you will find a dub plate owner that don't have equipment, bro.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
And guess what? Where is the culture coming from? Sound system.
Yeah.
So do the maths, bro.
No, it's a good thing, and every people who really mean anything in sound system should strive to have the equipment for them.
Why I talk so strongly and heavily about that is because I don't want the people them to feel like because royalty is 9 years old and because I'm me so loud and proud. No, hold on. No, hold on. Because me say loud and proud, right? Yeah. And I me say talk the talk and walk the walk, and I me say clean, and I me say 5 wife, and I me say different car and different house. I don't want people feel like say it's a hype thing. Because that's where they get lost. Because if it was a hype thing, I wouldn't build a sound thing. I would be a spectator just hyping. And when you talk about respect, I give respect because a lot of people feel, I know a lot of Toronto people feel like say, yo, is money. I don't need money to be happy and make people be happy too. I could have my last $100, and if a selector I go on bad, I'm the type to give him that $100 pull up and can't buy a drink at the bar after. And a lot of them don't even know that. Just like how a lot of dances, like I could be on every platform every week. I get called all the time, interviews and everything. And I say, yo, I don't want to deal with it right now. You know why? Because right now is just a little bit too fast for me.
Yeah.
Nothing rushes. So a lot of people feel like say it's a hype thing, but it ain't a hype thing. That's why royalty, that was part with there right now.
Yeah. But I understand exactly your where your reason is coming from, because people tend to want to refer to you as internet sound, which I can agree that you're not. And I can understand in layman terms
But here,
about sound equipment.
how can I be an internet sound, right?
Let's not even debate that, man. We don't want to take up the time with foolish like that, because who knows system know better than that? You're a sound system owner. You're a sound system, of course, you know. But I just try to say you have some real sound system out there who know for some reason might not have the equipment, but there are sound system. But I can differentiate in my mind laptop selectors, because there are laptop selectors out there.
Okay, what do you call a sound system? A laptop?
Huh? No.
So how could you say somebody
That's why I said earlier, it's a compilation of stuff. Not having a laptop alone, because that's why I said even before, you have people with equipments and laptop who is not even a sound system. It takes more than just having dubs. It takes more than just having equipment. It takes more than just having a laptop.
All right, let me give you a perfect example. Royalty is 9 years old. If there was more sound system than laptop sounds, royalty wouldn't have got booked for Caravana and have our own float. It's only because there was lack of sound system. You hear what I'm saying?
Sound equipments.
Sound system is sound equipment. Sound system is sound equipment.
You have sound equipment. You have sound system that don't have their own equipments, and we're gonna agree to disagree because we want to
okay.
right.
Okay. The same laptop that you use for sound equipment, right? What you call sound equipment. If you don't put nothing to do with music on that, can you still use it?
Yeah, to do other stuff. But
all right. Hold on. Yeah. The same laptop that you're talking about is a sound system, right? If you don't put nothing with music on it, can you still use it? Yes or no?
Yes.
All right. Amps, speaker, tops, mid-end, bass, sound system. Yeah. If we don't plug a laptop to it, right? Can we still use it?
Yes.
All right. I rest my case.
What's your case right there?
That's a sound system. Let me teach you. That's a sound system.
But
don't get it twisted. Don't get twisted. A laptop gets plugged into a sound system. Yeah. A sound system don't get plugged into a laptop.
They both get
plugged into. Don't get it twisted.
Vice versa.
No, because a sound system can work without a laptop. A laptop cannot work without a sound system. Check.
What do you mean? A laptop can work without a sound system, but it can't play music unless you put music into it.
I'm talking. Well, obviously, if I say sound system, I'm talking about music. We're in the music. I'm not talking about. I'm not saying, my sound system. My sound system is gonna work with Facebook because it's not plugged into a laptop. No, we're not talking about social media. We're talking about sound system. We're talking about sound system.
Yeah, but a sound system.
A sound system could work without a laptop. A laptop.
But it's the same thing.
And play music.
Yeah, we're gonna move on. But a sound system cannot work without you put the music into it, my brother. Just like the laptop can't play music without you put the music into it. The sound system cannot do anything without you put the volume, the music, the sound into it. I'm just saying. I'm not defending anyone here, because me depend on a sound system no matter what you want to say. And you have laptop selectors out there. I'm just saying. Like,
okay, can I ask you a question? Does Little Thunder have a sound system?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So
do you hear us play every week? And we go to other events. We don't have a system as big as yours, but we have a sound system.
All right. So why you have a sound system?
Because it's a part of the culture, bro. And sometimes
There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Because they don't have the amount of equipments to do them own system.
But nobody never put down no sound that don't have no system.
No,
I
but
never
you
put-
are defending it because they keep putting down royalty and trying to put you as a laptop selector, which you're not. And I keep saying
No,
that.
because in this era now, they
Yeah.
get it twisted. In this era now, it's about laptop. It's about plug-in, which
Yeah,
I don't knock it. But when you try to discredit me,
No,
when
you
I
should,
have
they shouldn't. And that's what I agree.
this is why I'm defending sound system, because when you try to discredit me and make it seem like I just got up and open up a laptop and voice some songs and I don't know where this is coming from, then I gotta step in and say, no, brother, I actually built a sound system where it's not even required in this decade. That's my point.
Yeah.
It's not needed in this decade. So if I say I'm gonna build it in this type of in these times, bro, it's deeper than you're trying to make it look.
No,
That's all I'm saying.
I understand you and your passion, but I'm just trying to say.
Can I hear
don't
what's
want
going
it to
on
be-
in the comments? Can I hear what's going on in the comments
I don't
too?
want it to be broad brush
'Cause I-
that equipment owner, sound system owner, two different lane. You understand?
Two
They're
different
saying-
lanes.
Yeah, and that's what they're saying. Like sound can, because remember, sound have sizes, brother. That's what you have to understand. So that's what I'm saying. When people just loosely, and we spend a lot of time on this, I need to move on. When people just loosely use the word laptop selector, and then other people loosely use the term sound system.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. What if
more
it's a
than just
situation?
losing the term? Because there's more to
Okay.
it. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying all evening now. And I'm not debating
Okay.
either side. I'm saying who is
Let
right
me
or wrong.
let me show you a fact. A lot of sounds lose a lot of bookings because
Yeah.
they don't have a sound system. A lot of people would be like, yo, I want to book your
It
sound
happens.
system and
I'll give you
everything.
example.
But you don't see
Mataran, Tony Mataran. I don't mean to cut you. I know Mataran lose dates because he don't have a system and him charge a high price. You gonna tell me that Mataran is not a big sound because him don't have Mataran never own a sound system equipment. Mataran don't even have a powered box. I think
he's
I
a
don't
big
even-
selector. He's a big selector.
Anyways, let's talk
He's
about
a big selector. He's a big sound system.
One of the
He's
people about royalty. Right now, we just touch somebody who is even more internationally known as a sound system, as a person. Yeah, a big selector. Yes, he is.
What made him known? What made him known?
What debate right now is kind of
All
pointless
right.
because the fact is you have sounds that don't own equipment. I'm proud of you. Say you have your equipment and they put it in a different category. And then
Big up the sound them when I have no equipment. But just know that
As
to
you
give
just said.
respect,
Just said
give
the right
respect
thing.
to
Own
give.
them. Just
We
said
don't
it
have
right.
equipment, but give respect to the sounds them who have equipment
Of course,
too.
which is right.
That's
and I
all I'm
agree
saying because
agree
at the end of the
100%.
day, we all need equipments to make the music sound out to the people.
I agree with you.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not knocking
I agree with
nothing.
I agree with you.
I build my sound from the new era where
You see,
sound system is not needed, but don't try to knock a sound system owner. Because
that's the point I was saying. I was just saying he's still a sound system because they're not because it says sound.
I never
system.
debate that. I never debate this.
That's all I've been saying since even.
Anybody that's delivering music is a sound. It has a sound out there.
Because you see, I know you're not seeing the comment, but there are some people in the comment they're trying to beat it down. Like, okay, somebody just post Mataran is not a sound because he does have equipment. Like, what are you saying? I'm not talking about equipment. I'm saying the man has a sound. That's what
Okay,
people
but
say,
what,
Mataran has a
okay,
sound.
but what made you know Mataran? Not him playing sound system. What made you know Trooper? Not him playing sound system. It's only because they made their name. Why they use that brand as a sound system. And that's why they branched off from their actual sound system and used their name with the logo, with the sound
think
system, bro.
We're on this
Come
for a long
on.
time. It's just that people just used to be technical with words. We're not talking about why we're putting on and we're taking off the system of it. All I'm saying is that a man
Make we get to the next. Make we get to the. Make we get to the next thing.
That's what we
Because
we're from the same culture. We define Mataran as a Mataran
okay,
sound.
okay. Make we
Why are
leave
we
it like
doing
this. Make we leave it like this.
Exactly.
Make we leave it like this. On to the next topic. But make we leave it like this. You cannot. If right now you want to book Mataran as a sound system with his sound system, you cannot. You have to hire a sound system for him to play on that sound system. Exactly. So what does that mean? You cannot mix it. That means you cannot mix it.
You have all equipment like you have, don't even consider himself a sound. He consider himself having equipments. You see, that's a little difference that I'm trying to show you. There are people in Montreal right now who have more equipment than Little Thunder, and they're not as sounds. They have equipment and they provide the sound system when sounds want to play. That's what I'm saying. There's this little difference between it where
they're only not a sound because they have us.
Because from the get-go, sound equipment and stuff make you have a sound system, but that doesn't mean that equipment is not a sound man, brother. That's what I'm saying. That's the level of reason I'm on. We're spending half an hour on this, and all I'm saying is that
next topic
as a sound system, a big sound system with his laptop, because the man paid his dude and made his way. He cut it.
Okay, yo, forward. Let me ask you something. Forward,
Yeah.
Yo. So you respect say Mataran wear gal wig on life?
Make we talk about royalty. Come on, want to show.
All right. Next question.
You realize I'm not do that.
Next question.
You realize I'm not. You see, I'm not take them picture there with them filter there and them like a clean look. Anytime I post my dirty, ugly self, and me fall
hey,
live.
Me don't look good on screen, you know. Hey, you know what? Hey, you know what? Hey, you know what? Girl tell me say me look better in a person. You know much girl tell me say me look better in a person than for life.
Me not even download extra camera because me don't want to look pretty with nobody. Me don't want nobody found out them but me good as me is. Me not them can't stay with them wig. Me not do the extra something there for clout. Not there. Big up yourself.
Not there.
Talk royalty before we cut off. Tell us some of the places that royalty have been, some of the things that you have accomplished so far. Because we want the people them know where you are.
Okay.
Even at you, I'm gonna see your trend, I'm see your journey, I'm want you continue. Tell me some of the things that my royalty been through.
Okay. Well, we've been through enough war, basically Europe, Canada, Jamaica, America, right? We won. We lose enough clash too, you know, but we won clash in Germany twice.
Yeah.
We won clash in Jamaica. We won clash in America, and we won clash in Canada. Well, my first clash that I won was with Chupa in Jamaica because I was looking around for like basically any sound that wanted to clash royalty, because I realized in this scene when you don't have no name or nothing, nobody wants to look at you. So at the end of the day, I'm not looking for no answer. So I'm like, I link Panther, right? Because I'm like, yo, I have that ego about me, you know. Where I believe in if you want to kick and learn and become one of the greatest, you have to go after the greatest.
Yeah.
So I link Panther and I link Panther, and he was charging some like
crazy
price.
Yeah.
So I linked Chupa, and at that time Chupa was he was just about to get his visa back.
Okay.
Right? So he gave me a reasonable price because he needed money to deal with his visa thing. So I was like, yeah, I'll work with that price. So boom. I said, Outer East, Skateland, Winard Road. Not Skateland halfway tree. Winard Road, Skateland. That are the Skateland where me know. Ghetto youth Skateland. Yeah. Zane, right, there's a Mountain View and Winard Road. You see? Yeah. So I keep the dance. Super forward. It was 2 sounds. Zane, he got his sound and thing. But at the time, I know Chupa underestimated my sound.
Yeah.
And it was my place, but Chupa come with a bag of people, even China people, all kind of people. So my girl out there, she did not do the decoration and thing. Chupa start, he's stringing up his sound. While he's stringing up his sound, him a cuss out. You think your blood clot? One sound can kill me on. You know Chupa style. He's drinking and everything. Bam. Twin Star too. Twin Star was on that clash.
Okay.
Yeah, Twin Star was on that clash too. Like, you know what I mean? Big up the whole Twin Star family. Because these are no one of them. At that time, they didn't get to know Jamaica, the garrison part. Because we bring them. Yeah, because as a promoter, me deal with everybody right. So we make sure saying stick out of places where people now want to go. You understand? Afraid for go. They right in Oxford. You see me? So now Chupa cuss and everything and so work off and it end up Twin Star get eliminated first and then we and Chupa got tune for tune. But here one now. Remember, it's in my place. Zine and me not lie. Chupa win over my fans them. Till all me want give some buckle to blood clot. Me say, yo, the fuck out. Oh no want blood clot. Ask me if you have blood clot lunch money tomorrow. Wait. And that me a blood clot pre because me say Chupa win over my blood clot people let me know. Alright. Tune for tune. Chupa leading up. See? No, we catch up. Now, here we fuck up the war now with Chupa. Here how Chupa blood clot fuck up in the war. Him go, I think he, because he was drinking, he made a mistake and played the wrong shaggy. See? Him go play, boom, you could go watch the clash. Him go play Boombastic. Him go play shaggy Boombastic. In a rock fort, in a bad man blood clot place, you know. Excuse the language, people. But him go play Boomba. You see from him go do that? Boomba clot. Yes, we get the crowd.
Yeah.
We'll win the war. This is the first clash. So now, who the fuck is royalty? People start talking, me buy out the clash. I am a player, wait. But this is what I don't understand. If somebody accepts a war in your place, just like if me go anywhere in the world, obviously I know that it's not my place. This person like is home base. Yeah. So now people start saying, because it's Chupa. So people start saying, no, I buy out you, I pay Chupa for win the clash. So I said, yo, you know what? Fuck it. From I do that, you know, there's a buzz because I always been underground, persistent, attack. Every blood clot song, cause me a voice song. Me know me appear so now make them sit down in a beard. So me attack every blood clot song in Toronto. So now Scully, big up Scully. No. No, I don't reach Scully yet.
Yeah.
Big up Total Eclipse, Mega. Big up Rootsman, Sound, Ranger. See? Them book me for the first war. See? The first war in the 6. Yes, so in a Toronto, in a Brampton. Against Soul Survival, Royalty, and Blood Clot. And what the next sound? See? You hear that set up there? Royalty, not even Blood Clot, 1 year old yet, you know. Or, I know, 2 year old yet. Soul Survival, Ray. But guess what?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Put Jano on the screen. Put Jano on the screen. I need to tell him something. Jano, forward.
Yeah.
Guess what? Is it true Royalty did young?
Yeah. Them beat you.
No. Ranger?
Yeah. The world I watch them say.
No, listen. Ranger, him hire Royalty, true know, say me never did that. Look no money.
Oh, you know, see that look the boss, you know? So them hire you for free?
You know how me get to know that?
Mm.
When me dep on a live and me make a speech and them running.
So, what you say them? What them that do? Them that try to set you up or them that use you?
Guess what? I have to big them up same way. Cause guess what?
You know,
One thing me know. One thing. Eh?
You know, answer me.
What you say? What you say?
Them that
No
use
make the people have ear for the life. What you say?
them that use you at that time or them that set you up? Which one of them?
No man can't.
Them one can't use you.
Me up.
Them that set you up. Okay.
Set me up.
Okay.
Here we go on now.
Yeah.
But guess what? Me have to big up Ranger Rootsman family. Zane, me have to big up Total Eclipse. That war was crazy. Like, that was the first war, and we went tune for tune with Soul Survival. Right? We eliminated Total Eclipse, and we went tune for tune with Soul Survival, and Soul Survival ended up winning. Zane, and that night, the people then realized I made an impact because Bumpy Reigns was the MC. And when Bumpy Reigns seen my energy, that was missing in Toronto.
He was the MC for what?
For Soul Survival Sound. At that time, Bumpy Reigns, he was the MC for Soul Survival Sound. And when Bumpy Reigns see me walk out, I wore the blood clot crowd with the energy and said,
what that? Do it again.
Kanchengtong. Eh?
Do it again. You want Chinese, no?
Master Thunder.
Put up on the screen. Do it again.
It's Master Thunder.
Bigger.
It's Master Thunder technique.
Please. Hold on. Survival again.
Hey.
Bigger, please.
That one. See? Bumpy Reigns. As some know say him smart, you know. A old school chick, he pick up quick. And some know say, yo, that's when me realize, say, yo, it's a old school blood clot, fuck away, blood clot war. Because when him see me do that, at the first time Bumpy Reigns start blood clot move like him a 18 or 19-year-old. I start hold the crowd. I start deal with team crowd like Toronto crowd, because me don't know Toronto crowd them time there, you know. So yeah. So at the end of the day, them win. Good clash. Alright. Now I said, alright, me lose that clash there. GTA Cup clash. Me said, cause remember, I have a point to prove from the Trooper clash. Said, my sound, I didn't come in this to cheat myself. I don't come in this to buy out no war or anything. I want to lose because whether I'm going against one of the greatest. So whether I lose or win, it's still a win for me. Because as a young sound, fresh, like 2 years old, to go up against an icon, whether I win or lose, it's still a good look.
Real.
Everything to gain, nothing to lose. So I don't need to cheat myself. That's why I built myself. So I'm like, all right, these people are talking like, say, yo, that was like some fucking cheat thing or nothing. No, shoot the fuck up and dead. All right. No, GTA Cup Clash, King Aggression, Majestic Vibes,
Yeah.
and Ecstasy Sound and Royalty Sound. Blood Clot. And me if I tell you about this. Majestic Vibes did his research about Royalty Sound at that time and abandoned the clash. That boy crash. That boy crash. Right?
Run.
All right. Yeah. So it ended up 3 sound in the war. Royalty, King Aggression, and Ecstasy Sound. Blood Clot. God killed me dead. This was history. Where Toronto said, no, sir. So now, we have a blood clot keep our eye open. And the boss boasting of blood clot. And him nah look, him nah beg nothing. Danger. That them pray. But guess what? Me being me, everybody always was like, yo, he's blessed. Because I'm always happy. There's nothing to be, I've been through the worst. So there's nothing to be
Sad about.
upset about or sad about right now. That's why a lot of people don't understand it's not that serious when them see certain things. But no, King Aggression.
Yeah.
Forget we'll kick out Blood Clot Ecstasy. Quick. No, King Aggression. You know that night I made history because there is no other clash that you will know or so far or hear of that Aggie abandoned. When I say abandoned, left his sound. Like left his sound to where? Oh, me I deal with them. Remember, it's a Royalty fresh on the scene, you know.
Yeah.
And at the time, Shotman, that's playing Twin Star Sound now, he was the selector. And Aggie was the MC. And you see, second round, you see, after me deal with them second round, you know what Aggie did?
What?
God killed me dead if me alive. You know what Aggie did? Let me take a drink to this. He left the stage and said, Shotman, you're on your own.
Wow.
I made him abandon his sound.
Fuck.
That's why, up to today, he will say, a Shotman, you're killed. But he's not going to say that he MC'd the first 2 rounds and left Shotman for Blood Clot dead. Punt at King Aggression. When the Blood Clot done, Blood Clot beat them. I'll win GTA Cup Clash. Zin? The people them say, no man. Because you got to remember that a lot of sounds get it twisted. They think it's just music. It's music, entertainment, performance.
Yeah.
That's why no matter what, I have every selector that been on my sound looked at me and said, Bossy, no matter what, even if we are MC, you have to work one round because the people them want see you.
Yeah.
You're branded with your sound. What the fuck is Thunder gonna do? What the fuck is Thunder gonna do now? Because I believe in entertainment, not just music. And oh, I have all these songs, and that's all. No, that's why I could kill so much sounds like that. Because it's just like when I went to Germany the first time.
I was gonna ask you, what is the reaction when you go out there outside of Canada? What is the reaction from the people?
When I went to Germany the first time, Chris Dubs, big up Chris Dubs, because he was my selector at that same time. And he, like, that's why I know royalty is very powerful, because there's a lot of talented people, like selectors out there and music entrepreneurs out there that royalty as a young sound.
Big up Vibes Time checking in. Big up yourself, my general. Money.
See, that royalty was able to be recognized from them, for them to forward and use royalty to uplift them more.
Seeing.
You understand what I'm saying? So at that time, when I went to Germany was the first time I went to Germany. That was an experience, because let me tell you this. I went. There was at least 600 to 1,000 people in there. And out of those people, you gotta say there was at least 100 black people, and the rest like all white. And I'm talking about, man, like, you know, like in Montreal, how the squeegee them look, like with the dread and the knapsack them, like that. But guess what? One thing with Europe, they know reggae music, right?
Yeah, man, sure.
And when I was there, I was like, yo, I never faced a crowd like this in Sound Clash. What the fuck I'm gonna do? I'm in Germany. You know, I took a risk. And me being so me and mad and crazy and basically, what you call it? Outspoken.
Yeah.
Me go there? Yeah. The name of the clash, you can look it up on YouTube. The name of the clash is Rumble in the Jungle. Right? And I went on the stage, and when I looked around and I seen all the people, I'm like, Bumbo clad, how me I gonna deal with this clash? And I said to the people, I said, yo, you know why I'm there? I'm gonna have no crowd. I just me, I'm a selector there.
Yeah.
You know why I'm there in a Germany? Zin? Because racism stopped to a certain extent. So right now, me not have no fear in my game right now. You know where Uno are gonna call me tonight? Uno are gonna call me the Black Hitler. Bumbo clad. When I said that, that was very risky in Germany.
Yeah.
You see, when I said that, the whole place lift up.
Yeah.
And I said, no cowardness to me thing. You see the whole Uno army tonight. And I played, royalty was born a sound killer from a little boy. And you see, after that song there, the Genrix there, me play King Kong. In a this a rumble jumble cloud. Remember I said the war name, Rumble in the Jungle. Bumbo clock. All the crowd didn't let them go. Ask Chris Dobbs can tell you. Didn't let them go. You see, by the end of the night, I had that crowd saying, royalty. They carried me out of that bitch. Ask Chris Dobbs. He has the video. Chris Dobbs has the video. They carried me out of that.
Big up.
And guess what? It was a sound named Charlene. Charlene. The last sound that parked them was Sentinel.
Yeah.
Right? And Charlene, right? The Europe people will know Charlene's sound. right? Charlene was trying to use royalty to make a comeback on the scene.
Yeah. I understand.
And when they died, right? That's why the second clash with Royalty and Article, which is Sergio, was a couple years after, is because Charlene was so mad that the promoter could not have, snake through that clash because the way how I had the crowd.
Yeah, couldn't.
They blocked him for a year and a half because the city where they're from is the same city he's from, but they're the top man. So they blocked him from doing any dance.
For a year.
That's why if you check the levels, is you want a minute so I can bring the 2 trophies to show you the time, or is that okay, or you don't need? Because I don't remember the space of time, but it was like a year. It was like a year or a year after a year to 2 years. Yeah. The promoter was blocked from keeping part 2.
But yo, it's your interview.
So this is why a lot of people be like, yo, why is there no how come you don't show this or show that? You gotta realize this. No, you gotta realize this. A lot of the big sounds them, right? When they get killed for a new sound, they pressure the promoter behind scenes not to post the videos, not to do this. And because the promoter posts the video, he got blocked.
Listen,
from keeping any dance.
If you want to show the trophy, go for the trophy. I no problem with that. We only have a few more minutes to go. I'm going to wrap up, but I have 2 more things that I want to ask you. I'm going to ask you them.
Well, you have a few more minutes, so I'm not going to waste it on trophy. People see my trophy.
Ask me meanwhile, because you can move with the phone. I know you love show the trophy them, because the people want to take the thing for joke. Go for the trophy. Because this is a hot topic, and we want the thing to be hot. And if for that you want to do, you say you want to, so I'm going to stop you.
I could do a trophy, guys.
Yeah, we're running a program here to everybody else, and when
I could do a okay.
You understand?
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, we want the people to know the realness of the thing too. So if you have to show them trophy for Germany,
okay, hold on now, because you know
no, man, a lot more than Germany.
Yeah, man. But here I know.
You know,
okay. Okay. Yeah. You see what that say?
Rumble in the Jungle Sound Clash winner, 30th of 2015.
Right, and my son born 2012. Right. So So this is why when people see me rebellion against, it's nothing personal against the sound them. I rate all the sounds them, but like a lot of sounds would have less than this, and they get highlighted. I give respect to all sounds, so I expect back respect. You hear them talk about that, and I brought that back to Canada. Like, you know how long that flight is? A lot of sounds been in this business and don't know what it's like to be jet lagged. And what it's like to go through the airport and have to deal.
Listen to me, the people on the live might not understand, but the sound man in front of them see your table right now, them understand the journey and the story. Show me the royalty flag up there so while ago, because you might have to pay attention to the trophy, but we are paying attention. No, not that. The royalty. Yeah. Over. Yeah. No. Well, what it man show me a different one. No, sir. That
different.
Listen to me.
All right.
Listen to me. Some things just need to be shown and not said. We're not going to that story there, because after today, on other topic, some people are going to give you a different respect, because now you get to tell them your story and your journey. We're not even going to focus on the trophy, the equipment, them, the big sound of the basement, your own place or your own thing. I'll give you some time to go drive a drop top before the day done. You see that? More trophy people. We don't need to recognize that the man is doing. Him
This
put
are
in him
the, look. All right. If you don't
looking.
feel like say, I
Yeah.
just,
You see that
I
logo
just
on the wall?
look.
Have it
If you
own
don't feel
flag
like say, I
down.
just don't play. We're musically inclined. This is a 45 clash, and this was
2016. Hold on. Yeah,
this
come over.
was
Yeah, right there.
this was
45.
Bush Kid.
Massive
This
car.
was Bush Kid, right? This was Bush Kid, Super Tone, one
Big up
versus
Super
one,
Tone.
right? And this was a 45 clash, and Bush Kid are one of the baddest juggling selector, and me royalty beat him in a 45 shootout. So you know, say, we
It's not
badness not
only dub
just
play.
there, don't play.
It's not only dub
Yeah,
play. You can juggle and
yeah.
war.
And look, see the trooper one, yeah. See the trooper one, yeah.
That was the first one for royalty.
Yeah, yeah. See, and
know-
look,
You know,
this are the GTA Cup. This are the GTA Cup.
and that's a Toronto itself.
You see, right?
2014.
All
years
right.
after.
This are the next Germany one. This are when we kick up. No, hold on. This are when we kick up blood clot Sergio article sound. Blood clot. Enough of them don't know about trophy confused. You know where you have to search for the one them. You know.
Yeah, drink NSC. You see with the back like NSC a while ago. Why you doing so much Heineken?
Brother, entertain my guesses.
Bumbleclad. Yo, y'all live there.
Hospitality.
But just try to do some things to show you why the people them not accept and understand you because you are
Look at my bad dog. Look at my bad dog. Custom.
brother.
Right? Yeah.
Life.
God, dog. She got the sound. But guess what? People, big up everybody who check up on the live.
Yo,
Check
Thunder.
in.
Thunder. Let me tell them on the live. I'm proud of you. You know I'm proud of you? You know why I'm proud of you? Because I know of incidents where you have been in. And to see you today change your life around, take up a different part in life, brother, and focus on the part that you take up and forget about certain things. I'm proud of you, youth. That's why I'm a support you. That's why I'm not showing a bad feelings.
Me give thanks and you say I don't want
I just want you to
sound.
focus, brother. Now make them try you.
No man, hear the thing now. I don't want no sound. Feel like say anything when we talk deal with sound is personal. Because guess what? I get to realize that a lot of them that hasn't been through serious circumstance
Yeah.
will take little things very seriously. Me, as a young sound, me hear sound man, big sound, where they have for long time. I said, yo, no call me sound name, you know. Then, what the fuck? What's so personal with that? Why I not for call your sound name, but your sound for call my name? Oh, that go. Why so personal? Oh, people.
I ask you two more things. Me not even want you. Me don't want you to dwell upon them, my lord.
No, me not talk about. Me not talk, like I'm talking about a lot of. I'm not only talking on my behalf. A lot of sounds.
No, I know.
I'm talking on.
Really?
I'm not targeting nobody specific. I'm just talking in general. You know what I mean? Sounds. That's why the reason why I bring that up is because if a lot of sounds get rid of that attitude, we would see more sounds and rivalry. That's why I bring that up.
Real talk.
You understand? If the man them stop taking things personal and trying to make it look like it's more than the music.
You know the worst part about it when them take it personal, them try to put down other people. Like even if you know your feelings, brother, stay in your feelings by yourself. Stop put down the other person, brother.
You see, the thing is that I believe in this. I give respect. But you see, General Frost, if you never give back royalty respect for what royalty do, you see, if royalty are do fuckery, I can
Son,
understand. But you
may
see,
reason
if
differently.
you
I'm
see
sure you
from
more
you
time say,
again,
okay, Ray, me not like that way you dey or whatever. Maybe real with the youth and one thing we can tell them for the life, you're a youth where you listen, you understand, and you explain yourself.
straight. So how can I give you respect and then you don't give me back respect?
That
It
no work.
doesn't work like
It
that
doesn't
because
work.
in these days right now, if you tell a 10-year-old the wrong word, it want to do you something.
As may I say, when I have a whole heap of time left, I may have some things to take care of. So let's shift gear a little bit. Tell me about your best
Yeah.
experience on the road with royalty so far. If you can recall your best experience
Eh?
out there. Best experience on the road with the song. We don't want to talk about the bad things alone. Give me your best
Okay,
experience.
okay. My best experience?
Yeah.
Um, fuck. Wow. Okay, my best experience was basically when I looked around and basically Germany and South Africa.
See.
When I looked around and I seen friends of mine that friends of you can hear me?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, friends of mine that have nothing to do with music, and
Yeah.
I brought them those places of world because of music,
Uh-huh.
with not being nowhere like my little sound, see 'em where.
Mm-hmm.
So that was one of the best feelings. Like for example, when I look and I see man with a gunshot in a battlefield where me depon and took a gunshot from me, and now it's at the point where I could bring him all the way 24, basically a 24-hour flight, and we have a 11 bedroom place, and we
A
have
bit from
Pizza
night.
can like Twin Star can tell you because Twin Star was there, and Pizza
Yeah.
can tell you said the vibes was turned up, like turned up. We have our own nanny, like we cater
Yes.
to everything
Yeah.
and iron with clothes and everything. And when I could have turned to my friends and say, "Yo, you see, there's a change in life." That was the greatest feeling so far for me in
Mm.
this,
Yeah.
because knowing where I'm coming from and knowing where, like, it's one thing with just thinking of yourself, and it's a bigger thing with thinking about yourself and others. So when
Yeah.
you can see others with you on your journey so quick,
Yeah.
so early,
Yeah.
it's a blessing.
Big move. If you were like on a topic now, many people watch it. Some people on live now, some people watch it after. I'm telling you, a lot of people watch Hot Topic. If you were to talk to all of the sound man them with everything that we talk about since night, all of the way you feel towards the business, all that you've been through, good experience, bad experience. If you were to talk to every sound man out there right now, what one of the main things you'd try to tell them?
Have faith in yourself,
Mm.
be wise. In this world that we live in, there's a lot
Mm.
of tricks that you could be blind to. Mistakes are there to be made,
Yeah.
but also to be learned from.
See.
And don't ever let nobody discourage you or tell you that you cannot make it or they are bigger than you,
Yeah.
because once again, you have to love yourself
Mm-hmm.
to love others. You have to believe in yourself to
Mm.
believe in others. You have to cherish yourself to cherish everything else out there.
See.
So, no matter what journey you take,
Mm.
remember this: not everybody's going to agree, and that's
Yeah.
facts of life. Just like bills, you're always going to have bills in your life, whether you're a millionaire, billionaire, or a penny there, or a poor person. You understand? You're always going to have some kind of responsibility in life. And don't let nobody tell you no
Mm.
difference and below you like you do not have no responsibility in your life, because the main responsibility that you have in life is keeping life.
Big up yourself, youth. Big up. That's great words of wisdom, you know. Great answer. Big up yourself, Pana, one day. Yeah, man. You know, I just want the youth them out there for listen and understand. From a person like you, your journey, your story, where you're coming from, you know.
And for
You know,
all of the youth them out there, the struggle is real. But don't ever, I never, ever, ever in a life thought that I can become a taxpayer. So all of the youth them out there, just remember, no matter what journey you're taking a life, just know when to stop and change. And as I would say, corporate thug it. If we don't want to keep it street, make a corporate thug it. And make we unite as black people. Because one thing, when we get to realize, when you try to help black business, it always something go wrong. Right? We need to change that direction there. And we need to support black business. And black business support back who I support black business. You understand? I mean, I talk about top service. See? Me not talk about serve good today and then serve bad tomorrow. See? Because when you go in a white business, them are serve 24/7 straight is you can make a complaint. But we black people, we not go complain from one another. So we decide, so we just want just bash and deal with each other like savages, but make we uplift, because you see this COVID something is an eye opener, and all who eye not open, something wrong.
big up Princess Lang, you know. Keys, post back that comment there from Princess Lang. Big up Royalty Sound. You just redeem yourself.
Yeah, man, I've been
in this interview. Good interview, General. You know, I feel good when I see comments like those. Big up Black and Key Entertainment, big up Little Thunderstone, you know, I'm a team that at them have me here, I do the work. When I see comments like that from Princess Lang, I feel good in myself, because Thunder is a youth where a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people not seeing your passion and your direction that you're going in. And we created Hot Topic for people like you. And again, I gotta thank you for forward, because you forwarding and Hot Topic bring out the energy, the vibration, the thing that we want to present to the people. We want to show the youth them out there, the sound man them out there, whosoever you be. That it doesn't matter where you're coming from, doesn't matter the part that you choose in the early stage. If you have a passion and you have a dream and you have a goal, you can achieve it. All it takes is a switch off the mind and a determination. You know,
Montreal people, you know what? I have to say this strongly. And I gotta let the world know right now. 98% of Montreal people never expected me to be where I am today. And I big up all of the Montreal people them where give me strength and say, youth, bless, you really change for better. I'm in love what you do and don't stop what you do.
Big up, man.
And a lot of people don't know that a lot of my strength and my faith, it comes from people that know the struggle that I've been through. You know what I mean? Because in my inbox and all, like, there's people that link me that I haven't talked to in years that say, yo, I love what you're doing.
Yeah.
So Montreal people and even the Toronto people them where open them onto royalty and say, welcome to a city, your bad sound. You understand? Because guess what? If a sound down, whether it's good or bad, if royalty name a call, that means that there is something right and they acknowledge.
Uncle Touchy there.
Zin, touch it. Touch it.
You know, we are winding down the closure now.
No
You know,
wind down, no wind down, no wind down, no
right?
wind
Why?
down.
Why, Jano? Why? We
No
are
wind
close
down.
down the show.
No
We are
wind
close.
down.
We are get to the closing point now. Me always just take my correction when I get it. You know, me not go read the wind down thing with the two man. But Thunder,
Yeah.
I just want you take the platform. Before we get to that, what do you think about Canada sound system environment?
Okay, Canada sound system environment. Canada lead, you know. Canada is the capital. Canada is the capital right now.
Mhm.
Sound clash. Zine. But
You
here the
know,
thing with
2
Canada.
words. 2 words.
Here the thing with Canada.
Mhm.
Canada sound them. Canada sound them want respect and recognition from other Canadian sounds, and they don't want to give it to others. Especially, and this is where I don't like, because if a sound is doing good, I think they're like Canada is used to that culture that if a sound is doing good,
Yeah.
they're used to not, they're like the other sounds expect that if they big them up, they're not gonna get highlighted too. And what I mean by they're not gonna get highlighted too, meaning
Yeah.
like, okay, me I go big up royalty,
Yeah.
but guess what? Royalty nah go say nothing about me. So guess what? Me nah go big up royalty.
Foolishness.
Or you know what? Royalty, go do this, go do that, go do this, go do that. But guess what? I didn't do that yet. So if I big up royalty,
Nah,
that
go talk about it.
lowers my sound.
Them prefer big up the sound than when I do nothing.
Exactly. But the thing is that they don't understand that if royalty, like one hand wash the other, if one big up one, like if royalty goes to Germany, if royalty goes there and there, I'm gonna say like it's the same thing. Like big up this sound, like big up
it's
my
open
singing,
up the
'cause
door for Canada.
There's only one country I could big up. Like you understand, like where I'm based, which is Canada. Royalty is based in Canada, so anything that royalty do is like they
You know
want to
what?
separate it. Like royalty is not a Canada sound, and they need to change that attitude. And it's not only towards royalty; it's amongst each other, like all
What-
different sounds. So
What
they
do you
need to
think about the
change that.
people? Because I see the other day it was taking up a little traction, and I see some people kill it. What do you think about the people, the patrons, the soundman, and the people in Canada who is trying to put a divide between the cities in Canada? Like the other day, we see some people are trying create attraction, like there's a problem between Montreal and Toronto. What do you think about that side of it?
You see, people will always misinterpret words, right? Because if you look at facts, right? Toronto is the capital for sound clash right now.
Entertainment,
Canada,
yeah.
Toronto,
Entertainment overall.
right? If you mention a sound like if any promoter right now they want a sound from Montreal,
Yeah.
right? It's very easy to pick what sound to that's gonna work. There's not many options.
Yeah.
But if they come to Toronto, there's a lot of options.
There's a lot of options, yeah.
So if somebody wants to try to divide and make it seem like it's a Montreal and Toronto war, it does not make no sense. They're gone past the thing, because if you check the thing, there's not enough sounds that's warring in Montreal like Toronto to make it a Montreal or Toronto thing. So you're just trying to be delusional.
You know, we not even look at it from that angle, but you make
That's the way I look at
perfect
it.
sense. Make perfect sense. I mean, first of all, I don't see the need for the divide or the need for try to create a friction.
But exactly.
when you think about it-
so obviously, on my part, there was never no divisionness, because it doesn't make no sense. It's like saying we're gonna divide 2 against 100. That doesn't make no sense in Art of War. I sat down in jail and read that book, Art of War. The fuck?
You know what? There was a little friction. I mean, not a no, sound man thing, a little back and forth at one point, and I had Polyphemus on the live, and I asked him what is the problem with Thunder and Poly, and it's only fair. It's not the week after, but me and man, me know my interview and me know my platform. Me did ask him the question about you. Me I go ask you about Poly. What is it? What is going on there? I saw
All right.
two live
Let
and
me-
people
let
talking
me
their
tell you
mind, in
what's
my
good.
opinion.
Let me tell you what's good. Poly words. Thunder. You remind me of myself in my prime. You know, tech chattings, you're unruly, and you're bad. I'm gonna leave it right there.
Perfect.
It's simple as that. He knows, say, me unruly, me not take no chattings, and think, how can I when I'm not just a selector? He said it himself. And this is when you know that you make a little impact. Because when the giant them, because don't get it twisted, I respect Poly and Poly knows me respect him. But when you see the giant them can say, yo, you remind me of myself, you know. Yo, you know that is the line. That is the line where you know, say, you're a danger to them. Because I can't remind Polia himself. I am one of a kind. So when I can see someone that I looked at Polly and I said, yo, Polly, you know, say me bad. You as a general, you know, you have to know how to govern your thing as a general. Don't only be about yourself. Because if you try to overtake royalty, I'm going to attack. Because I know my sound is bad. Because a lot of people not going to... Let me tell you this. Mystic, Tyrone can tell you this. Fire Shade, where you used to play Klepto, can tell you this. At Borderline, when royalty was just born, me and Polly had a friendly war in a Borderline. And I swear to God, everybody said, yo, me not lie, Polly. Royalty take that night there. Royalty take it straight.
But they listen to your talk, you know, and then me realize, because me ask you the question because when I had Polly on, I asked Polly about you, so me ask you about Polly.
No feel like Polly don't know, say me a bad somebody, you know. Bad,
but you know,
bad sound, you know. Why you
know,
think,
as much as
you think say Polly are going to answer to anybody and talk?
As much as Polly might want to kill me sound, I just have to admit and realize that Polly is making his mark. Polly is making his moves. Polly might not do the things the way that everybody might agree with, even if myself might say me not agree. But you know, say me just realize every time.
Hey, let me stick a pin right there. A lot of them don't realize and know that Polly, I used to Polly, Newbie, even Fire Kids steal it pan Super Fresh. Me used to fire blood clot gunshot when them are playing a blood clot dance back in the days. Them don't know when me did it with Concord and the whole of them. Me used to fire blood clot gunshot. I'm not afraid to talk it. Me used to fire gunshot for them when them a play. When even Newbie used to come to Montreal at Rainbow and all these things. I used to be there giving these mans foul. That's why me as a youth, where even in at them time, I'm still I give Polly money pull up on them something there. But when Polly tried to feel like, say, he's more or he's better and he doesn't want to give respect where respect is due, he just wants to give respect to where he can use. That's where he gets it confused.
But hold on there. Do you think that the problem is, and let's be human now. Do you think that one of the problem is that the people who were there before who was doing the thing, they made their mark, of course. Probably make him mark in the business, probably gain him name. I can't take that from him. But do you think that the people who were there before made their mark, like a Trooper, a Mataran, a Panther, think it hard to accept and realize that some new generation come now and they're doing just as good and even better than them?
All right, let me show you a thing now. A lot of them have an old history and they did the work and everything, but they did not achieve what they wanted out of that work. So now sound like royalty is a competition. When you look in America, if there was a sound like royalty in America, they would have the elders them would have shub out the sound more as a bad sound. But here, the elders them is chasing what they wanted from before, so they feel a threat if they shub out this sound. But
I agree with you.
But if they shub out royalty is gonna make their is always gonna sing on. You see, like how I could always say King Levi. You understand? And I told Polly this. I said to Polly, I said, yo, if a legacy you want to live off of, you have to know how to deal with it as a general. You can't style bad sound and expect say you're not gonna get called out. And you understand? So you have to. So at the end of the day, Canada sound like a lot of the legacy sounds. Them they feel like if they push out this sound or highlight this sound, it's going to discredit them because they're still trying. They want to get highlighted in these times now because they did not set their legacy.
Me not too call up people name, but me not afraid to call Polly name. We're talking about Polly right now, and you come to the point now where you're saying enough of the old sound them think it hard to give the younger or the new people them in the thing and show them and give them a chance to prove themselves or whatever. But
wife number two that.
Yeah, for the people who are looking.
Come say hi. Wife number two. Come say hi. Yeah.
For the people who are looking on, right? Yeah, them CR man. For the people who are looking on, those people who see what Polly is doing, they would say that Polly is actually bringing the younger youths them with him because look, you have No Limit, you have, Super Force a big sound long time, but you have enough sound where every week Polly every so often Polly bring them back down the place. So what are you saying really?
I gotta big up Polly Famous same way. But let me just talk some facts.
Mm-hmm.
If he wasn't playing King Klepto, would it have been that right now? I don't think so. The whole thing is that there's a difference with
So you're saying,
listen, there's a difference with draining energy, trying to build energy, or trying to create energy. You see, I could talk this loud and proud. You see, when you know that, that's one thing I give Polly.
Mm-hmm.
He's very smart when it comes to this sound clash fraternity because he been through it and he never left it. So he knows all the roads. And you see, when you know that certain bridges are burnt, you see, Polly, I think out of all sound man, Polly is one of the ones that give thanks the most for COVID. Because you see, if it wasn't for COVID, it would have been hard for Klepto and Polly to forward back. But you see, through this lockdown, let me tell you this. Let me talk. Okay? Let me talk. You see, if it wasn't for this COVID and this whole social media thing, it would have been a different look. But you see, this energy thing, remember, I support everything. But at the same time, I see everything. You see, from Chris Diamond and Uno Start Funo thing, I see people coming on your live on every live and
No,
say,
no, 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 no,
okay,
no. Me no want to go
let me
this.
not
Me
go
no want to
there.
go
I'm
this.
not
Me
even
no
gonna
want to go
go
this.
there. I'm not even gonna go there. Listen, I'm not even gonna go there. Listen, I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not even gonna go there. But let me tell you this. What he's doing for the culture is not a bad thing. It's a good thing. Because from you could introduce new sounds and everything like that. But this is where I realize that it's deeper than just putting the music. Because I don't have a platform. I always supported. I made one statement one time, and it became a big problem. So that means you can say anything about anybody, but nobody can say anything about you.
Talk what caused the problem. What you think caused the problem? Not must say one statement. But the people understand.
What caused the problem is only because, and it doesn't matter if it was Cutthroat or anybody else. What caused the problem is that he had a platform that I was always on supporting, right? And there was sounds on it that played fake songs and everything that got denounced the winner. And that day of the war, there was a sound TNT that was denounced the winner and didn't get no trophy. So all I said is that no matter which sound it is, from one sound get a trophy and they played fake, the rules for fake song doesn't count. This sound, the people that vote needs to get it. Automatically,
What?
I'm this terrible person, and this is from a person that was always saying that they big up Royalty Sound and Royalty put in work and everything. But yet now to see that one statement can make a person change to the whole camp find it a problem that this person make a statement towards me and I answer back because I ain't that person to be talked
Call
to
down, bullied.
and talked down and
But-
bullied. So
But would you agree that it's not even a big issue and would you say that? Cause you just said it. Polly is doing good for the
you see,
culture.
the thing is that Polly gotta realize that. You see, the thing is that they don't realize that a lot of people don't take what they have done and take away the respect for them.
Yeah.
Like, I never took away what Polly has done. Polly has made me been in dances when I'm not playing sound.
Yeah.
I'm bust gunshot.
Yep.
Me not hide and talk that. Zine? And I give respect to that.
Good.
But on the next hand,
Yeah.
if I can respect Polly and Polly can respect me behind closed door and then try to insult me on social media but never highlight me on social media, I'm going to find a problem with it and I'm going to call you out and I'm going to fucking attack you because I have a sound too that's ready to fucking war.
Seeing. Understand.
So a lot of these sounds, back to my point, a lot of these sounds want glory and don't want to give glory where glory is due because they want their glory from the past. It doesn't work like that nowadays. Nowadays, it doesn't work like that no more. It's glory for glory. Respect for respect.
So here what I think.
You see, like how you see. All right, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Stick up in. You see, and it all comes down to this point. You see, if Royalty make a mistake, I'll get 100 calls. But if you see if Royalty do something right, I'll get 5 calls.
Understand. But it's not just in sound business. That's the whole life is in general. The good that you do is hardly highlighted or celebrated. The bad things always be escalated.
And that's not a problem.
And that is why me ask you the question.
But when somebody tries to label you, if somebody tries to label you as a person that does not give respect and want respect, it doesn't work like that.
Oh, Alex. But what I'm saying is, because me and you, me not, when it come to Alex, when it come to stuff, I try to differentiate my personal feelings from reality in real life in general. So let me talk the truth and differentiate whether whether my personal feeling or that, I differentiate the feelings from the reality. A person like Polly, you might not like the way he do things.
I
all the
like
time.
how he does things
Oh, you like the way he does things.
because if he wasn't doing things how he was doing it, he wouldn't be relevant right now. Because
That's what I'm saying. The model that I might take is different from the model that someone else might take. But if we're all doing the same thing for the same cause, why we have to be divided in our
we're not
sense?
all
And
doing
not
the
talk about you
same
alone,
thing, bro.
I talk
You're
to
getting
even
it
Polly too.
twisted. Let me tell you. All right, let me make it clear. I'm not being a hypocrite. He's being a hypocrite.
Why would you
We're
say
not
that?
all doing the same thing. If you can big me up behind the scenes and
Yeah.
bash me on Facebook, then you're being a hypocrite. If I can big you up on Facebook and big you up behind the scene, I'm not being a hypocrite. Respect for respect. Don't say we're doing the same thing, bro.
Me, I'm having this discussion because genuinely all I would want to see is that the whole of we in Canada as sound man unite, because that's the only way we'll get.
All right.
Because already, as I
Let me
say,
show
we get
you.
on the map.
Let
We
me
are
show
pushing
you
on
a
the
thing.
door.
Let
But
me show you
we'll
a
get
thing.
through.
A man
We'll get through when we unite.
a man take it personal because before he had a platform and there was supposed to be a war, and after I make Super Fresh them lock their laptop and curl up like fucking like some squirrels,
Yeah.
like snails, not squirrels, snails, right? Going at them shell like some snail, right?
Yeah. We have to wrap up, but
No, hold on there.
Yeah,
Hold on
yeah.
there. Zin. It became, this is where a man carried feelings, where it became where a man feel like say, because I went on Little Thunder's platform and did not go on their platform, I'm fucked up or bad mind. But the whole thing is that a man has to understand that anything that I do, there's more to it than just views and numbers
yeah.
and things like that. Like it's just like a lot of people don't know that Royalty has their homeless donation foundation, right? Where
Mad.
I donate food to the homeless,
Giving back.
clothes, and this is not only 1 year or 2 years. This is something that I do all the time. I posted it 1 and 2 times, but I always do it behind the scenes, and that's Royalty Foundation. You know what I mean? So it's not only sound system. Like I donate to people, to the homeless. So when a man feel like say, oh, it's just about Royalty just wanna hype or Royalty just wanna style a sound or not. No, it's not about that. It's about respect for respect. Like if we're all here standing up for Canada, we gotta highlight that what every sound in Canada is doing, not just one sound because you want the highlight. We gotta highlight everything that every sound does. I see sounds that hasn't clashed for 10 years and set up a clash, win a clash, and they get more highlight than a sound that actually been east, west, north, and south, putting it in for Canada. Why? Because that sound is a threat. We need to cut out that bullshit. Because I've never been selfish. If I was selfish, I wouldn't have booked half of Canadian sounds already. I wouldn't give Canadian sounds as like I'm a new sound. I should be looking for handouts, not giving handouts.
We're pressed with times right now, and I'm gonna bring you back. There are some people
And the next thing, if you notice, a lot of the top selectors, them, right? And I want you to check this history. Royalty is 9 years old, and a
Mhm.
lot of the top sound them
Mhm.
and the top selector them, you notice that they have a royalty trophy with royalty promotion
Because you keep the party.
that they could show in all their 30 plus years, and they can't show anything else but a royalty trophy
Yeah.
within the past 9 years with royalty bond. Let's put it that way.
Mad.
Right?
Um.
Remember the same clash that I
Mhm.
brought you guys to Toronto with
Mhm.
King Klepto.
Yeah.
I gave Polyphamous a trophy for one of the best MCs in Canada. And King Klepto got a trophy that night for winning the clash after being parked for how long? And this is a young sound that recognize and give respect,
Mhm.
because a lot of them like to use words and get it twisted. But tell me if that's not respect. And
You
that
put in the
same
work,
night,
man.
I gave multiples of MCs, selectors, sound owners, music entrepreneurs award for what they have contributed
To the
to the
industry.
sound culture.
Yeah.
As somebody fresh in Toronto City, do you ever hear any of them talk about that?
No worry,
And
man.
this is
Just
what
go
I'm
and
trying
put
to
in the
tell
work.
you about what's wrong with the culture.
We have to wrap up right now. As I say, I'm gonna bring you back because we're not even finished. You know, there's
Nowhere.
much
We're
more we can
nowhere.
talk about. But before you get cut off, I will soon get cut off. I want you to just talk to your fans, them, or just the people on a more positive note. Let's not complain. Let's
Okay, my fans,
talk to
them.
the fans.
One thing I can say. My fans is very loyal. You
Yeah.
see royalty sound, and it's tattooed on me. Loyalty is royalty. You see royalty sound, there would not be no loyalty without my fans. And how I got
Mad.
to know that, which a lot of promoters around the world that has hired royalty can vouch for this. Royalty has some die-hearted fans till the point where royalty was just born, and they were saying that I bought people out to where it was so real. But when I knew I had real die-hearted fans is when I started traveling the world and seeing people flying in from all over the world. Like, that's a different feeling. A lot of sound don't know that feeling. Like, let me just give you a perfect example. Like the last clash in New Jersey, right? There was a couple of girls from Jamaica that I didn't know that they were in the States. They got their visa to go in the States. And they flew in from Florida to New Jersey for the clash with royalty, as royalty fans. When I went to Europe and people were like, yo, I've been following your sound. Your sound is a bad sound. Keep doing what you're like. I realized, say, yo, the strength without the people, them, it no normal. And you see royalty fans, them, them coming like from the woman them to the man them, it coming like UFC. Anywhere you want to take it, them defend it. Me not have to defend it. The woman them, and there's one thing that I got to say on this record. Royalty is a sound that brought back the era of bringing a lot of females to sound clash.
Mad.
Zin, when a lot of sound man say, me step out with my 5 wife them, and them a carry me on stage.
We have to go bring you back at time
A lot
around
of
out.
sound man say, yo, boy, we have to go bring out my 1 wife too, you know.
Mad.
Royalty are going too bad. Yo,
Respect
when
on
a
that.
half a wife me have
You
bring
make a
the
difference.
half a she out.
You do the thing with a difference. You make a difference in the industry. Keep on putting in the work. The time around out on us. I'm gonna bring you back sometime soon. You know, me have a long schedule. Me have a lot of people line up. You know, people look out for the ticket.
And people, big up everybody who checking on the live.
Yeah.
I didn't know, say, me have to have 2 phones, so I couldn't see the comments on the live.
Next time.
So I couldn't respond to anybody where did I ask questions and thing. But you know, say, royalty history is a long history. That's why the documentary, look out for the documentary. Big up all of the royalty supporters, them. And big up all the royalty fans and all of the haters, them. All of the motivators, them. Whether it's good or bad, it's still I represent royalty.
Oh, you
because
mean?
if you're not doing something right,
You touch it.
people will not say good or bad about you.
For real, for real.
So I have to give thanks to everybody where I give strength. Because even the people them where I give bad strength, I give strength. Because I don't take bad energy and use it to make me break down to bad energy. I take bad energy and put it
Mad.
in the charger and charge it up, because I mean them thunder, and bring it back to good energy.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself, man. Before
You
we get
see?
cut off, may I bring you back over here because we have more to talk about.
Before I leave, the clash, royalty versus Little Thunder, part 2. Just tell me where Montreal City at top. Because a lot of them talk about, oh, I ram dance and do this and do that. But Little Thunder as a Montreal sound and royalty as a young sound to create a history where it's 2 Canadian
Time
sounds
up.
where
Time.
the people them want to
For
see
real.
part 2.
We're going to bring it
Right?
back.
They want
real.
to see part.
It's all about
yeah,
music and entertainment. You know, it's not about no animosity or no clout or nothing. We just entertain the city. Somebody have to win at the end of the day when you have a clash, and I saw the thing go. But royalty and Little Thunder still undecided that we're going to take it
and
to the
people
room.
want to see it. But guess what?
real.
We have a whole city that wants to see it.
For real, for real.
We have a whole city. The whole Montreal city is talking about that.
Canada.
The whole of Toronto city is talking
Time.
about multiples of war.
Time. We'll bring you back.
Hey,
And we, you know,
what the behind scene, Keish, right?
yeah.
Keish, big up yourself, you know. Lips, hips, and fingertips you're working with, you know. And you see that smile there? Dangerous. Dangerous! You're so dangerous. Hey, you're good. Hot topic.
People until next week before the thing get cut off. You know, it's all about the same time, same place. I want to big up to royalty, so the whole crew. All of the loud and proud family, big up on yourself anywhere in the world today. You know, it's all about the time. Until next week, it's gonna be the same time, same place. I'm your boy, your host. I'm John Frost. I'm here. I'm just a director. I host the interview. I let my guests talk and share their stories, share their experience. I don't take over. I don't outdo them. I let them talk what they want to talk. Big up on yourself. Don't respect for the love and the support as always. Yeah, man, we have a good crowd today. Big up Royalty Sound and the team once more. Big up Little Thunder Sound. Big up Black and Key Entertainment. Yo, Keys, you're the genius. Big up yourself, you know. Big up to all the fans and the supporters out there. Big up to everybody who leave a comment. You know, as always, big up to who share the live. Big up to who put up them thumbs up. Big up King Touch Whip on the check-in. You don't know Black President Sound. You know me as a general in the business. CW Love, big up yourself, you know. Colleen, big up yourself. Cargo Promotion. Yo, Princess Leng. You don't know Miss Prinny, big up yourself. Tashi, big up yourself. You know, we're always there putting the work. Big up my real friend, them, you know. Anywhere they're out there, big up on the damn self. I want to big up to Mitchie Ever Bless anyway you're there, sister. Big up Gail. And all the fans them go and big up. Time I run out on us. Big up Keisha, the whole royalty family. Yeah, man, big up Rich Kid, the whole King Crypto family. Big up Twin Tower. Big up the whole Toronto sound them. And that's a super fresh. Dan Rankin, Soul Survival. Mystic Sound, Majesty, the whole of the sound them, the whole of the artists them, Montreal, Canada, to the world. Big up. Until next time, same place. See you all. Have a blessed week. And as I said, if you can't walk with anything positive, just walk with God. All right? Next week.